Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up,
How's
guys?
everyone doing?
This
There
brew
was a
just
really
got...
awkward pause before where you're like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Is she waiting for me to reply?"
I hit the start and it was like delayed. I was like looking around for a second because I hit it and it took a second to actually go live.
That's right. I don't know if you heard it. I just went, yeah, and then it started like
Yeah.
halfway through me replying.
I didn't hear that part, but you know, I'm in my own world half the time anyway, so
Yeah, checks out.
She's like, we
What's
can
this?
tell.
wait, what's happening? Do I unbutton my shirt that far? How far is far?
When did you say that?
This doesn't unbutton.
Did you say that at some point?
I have no idea. I say so many things and forget it.
You
Yeah,
sound like
same.
me. Oh my god.
It happens. Like I'll see a trailer and be like, "Wow, I didn't know this was coming out." But like 2 months before that, we reacted to like the teaser trailer. I'm like, "Oh, oops."
Oh, my favorite is someone is like, "Oh, do you remember when you said this?" I was like,
No,
"No."
I do
But
not.
if you
Sorry,
believe I did, I believe I did too.
I probably said it.
There was a streamer that did the whole. He changes all of his backgrounds. He puts on a set and everything. And so he did all that, changed all his room, sat down to do a marathon stream. I'm going to stream all of this game in one play session thing, and then got to the intro screen and chat were like, "You've already played this." He's like, "What?"
Oh,
what?
oh, yeah. You, was it like Asmongold or one of the really big ones?
Yeah, it was. I think it's the biggest guy on Twitch. I just can't remember his name.
I don't know.
He's so
but yeah,
big that we can't remember, guys.
Well, I don't watch him. I do watch Asmongold. I don't watch him. It's just a case of though. He had to go back in his own stream to remember the game that he'd played. It was like, "Oh, look, I have done it."
XQC?
No.
PewDiePie. I believe it's PewDiePie.
Is it
No.
PewDiePie?
He's not even a streamer.
I'll say I don't look at him as a streamer or on Twitch.
No, he's just
he's
a
YouTube.
father.
He's a father, yeah.
Well, yes, he's
Aw.
basically quit everything to become a father in
Yeah.
Japan. It's like,
Hey, you do what you need to. You
He's
know, for your family.
probably
Put them
doesn't.
number
He probably
one.
makes so much money still just off of old videos and everything. He doesn't even need to, like, make
oh
new
yeah, and he
stuff.
released a video recently about Linux that just did really well. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Not a video for his audience, like aimed at his target demographic or anything. Just
Yeah, I watched the beginning of that. He made a camera and he was like, "Wow, it makes my," because there's a joke that he's like never changed his camera. I don't think he's in 1080, so he just keeps it. 'Cause I would too if it's like his brand. So he made this he made a camera and it looks like a 90s VHS style, like the quality of it. And he's like, "Wow," he's like, "This makes my actual camera look better." Like he was showing, he's like, "I made this." It's like all up on his nose and stuff. But as it's just cool making a camera. I don't know how to do that. So
I think
for him.
Shuon did that. Well, I don't know if she still does, but she did it for a long time, where she did upgrade her camera, but because she was known for having a potato camera, would lower the resolution and like run it through a potato filter to make it look awful. It's a very strange thing. There's a load of Twitch streamers that deliberately peak their mic at all times, and that's just their brand. I don't know.
No, I can't. I can't listen to people when their mics are too loud, like the gain's too high. I'm just like,
Oh my god! You know how annoying S's sound now? If I hear a very
Oh yeah, if you don't have
a de-esser,
a de-esser, yeah, I hear it immediately.
it is so it's so silly, but like I've become this like audiophile where it's no. I know Disbrew is like peak audiophile.
Well, no, it's just because the thing is, it's one of the reasons why if people go, "Do you have audio issues?" Somebody will like, "No," And then it could be the most awful thing you've ever heard in your life, and people are like, nah, it's fine. It's because they're listening on their phone. So their phone can't reproduce all the horrible sounds.
Yeah.
And then the better stuff that you get, the more annoying it is to watch YouTube because you pick up on everything.
Mhm.
So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
the
Most
reason
people,
I wear
would
these
say,
is because no one's audio annoys me.
yeah. I think headphones and then phone are the majority where people watch. They don't have like, or maybe like surround sound if they watch on TV. But I think the majority of our audiences use headphones. So when you have a hot mic, it's like,
My favorite.
It would.
There are some streamers I can only watch if I go over and turn off the subwoofer, because otherwise my entire house shakes because they're banging the desk and it comes through their microphone.
Oh.
It's like, oh no.
yeah. And just like if you make your audio like, I don't want to say too good, but like certain things like too high to, that will sound good on like really good speakers, you'll say, like it doesn't sound good on headphones. So that means the majority of people listening, it sounds bad for them. So I think it's best to just like kind of keep it in the middle so that everyone's kind of happy.
That's a well-known thing now. One of the reasons you can't hear a lot of TV and film and stuff because they mix it on too good of stuff. So by the time it comes through to you, the music's too loud, the voices are too low, and everyone's just mumbling.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Before this gets too buried, Mate, thank you for the 2 super chats. For some reason, they didn't star, so I'm going to go before we get too many chats here and I lose them. Made for 5, thank you so much. Hey, Wicked Megatron cosplay when? I'm working on it. I should just show up on Saucy in full like robot.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody, not even you guys.
Actually, you should just start the stream in the stand mode, and you don't even know.
I should make it out of like a cardboard box so it looks like a 5-year-old made it.
Yes.
Yes.
Purely cereal boxes.
Yeah. And another 5, Mate. Thank you so much. Hey, X-Ray, friendly reminder that you're on a show called Saucy Saturdays Drink Up. Everyone likes X-Ray drunk.
Sure.
She's like, I'm already there.
I'm getting there. I'm
I
getting
love
there.
like how offended she was at the time.
Excuse me.
Hello?
How dare you? I got it right
here. God. Can I just say, maybe we should have titled this different. That way we could have eaten something called a 16-inch fully loaded glizzy.
Oh my gosh.
16-inch hot dog?
Is that a hot dog or is that, it doesn't matter.
I hate to think of the price
why
of
is
that.
he eating it like that? Oh, it's because he's like, oh, never mind.
There we
I would
go.
say it's because he's a guy, but then he did what he shouldn't have done. Men,
Yeah, he
if
had
you're
to
not
bite his hip off.
you have to break it off.
Or
guys.
$39.99.
He can't break it off. He's only got one hand.
You'd have to use 2 buns.
One
for
hand
that. You
isn't
can't
enough
fit
for
in
that
one.
beast.
Look at all that extra glizzy.
But the price,
Unhugged
because
my-
at places like that, one drink could be like $10. So a normal crappy hot dog would be ridiculously expensive.
$40 and fries, guys, and fries.
Gotta have the fries. I mean, honestly, half of that, I feel like I'd be super full. But guys, listen, I'm gonna give you a tip.
That's probably be the size of you, that's why.
A tip, no pun intended. When you're eating something like that, break it off. All right?
Don't okay to break it into pieces.
Break it into pieces, guys, because it'll
unless you're getting paid.
This brew always.
All right, guys. If you guys donate, no, I don't even know where I can find a 16-inch like hot dog. I wouldn't even want to put that on there.
I'll be back in an hour. I gotta go find one.
If you do anything well enough, don't do it for free.
That's funny. So there goes my voice. We might as well. I'll start first. Then X-Ray did not see Ballerina, so we'll get that out of the way, and then we're gonna get into the games because I know we're gonna be like really going into detail with the games, state of play, and Switch stuff. So I just got back a couple hours ago from seeing Ballerina, and I actually
I'm very excited for you to watch the Relooted trailer.
We'll save that one for the grand finale of the games. Just so Disparu can build up the anticipation.
He's been waiting.
No, the thing is, even with my description, no matter how bad you think it is worse. You're not racist enough to make that trailer. That's the amazing thing.
Better or worse than Dustborn, do you think?
It's another Dustborn.
For sure.
I won't know whether it's worse until the game comes out because we've only got like a minute 30. The idea is worse. But Dustborn had, I don't know whether it will compete with Dustborn's, what was it? The special tactics that you unlock to gain power throughout the world, and there were things like bullying and abuse.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, these are the things we do. It's like, okay, bit mask off
It's
there,
gonna
love.
be exactly like that. I have a feeling.
Okay, we'll give Critic List some love too. I put my review of it over on Critic List, which is normally where I go. Trust Critic List over Rotten Tomatoes because it's actual real people putting their reviews. So I went into Ballerina with an open mind. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because not a lot of these Hollywood people can take a good female character that's like she's an assassin and do it well. I thought they did. I gave it 76 rad. I would go see it again. I was worried. I'm not going to spoil, guys. Don't worry. I'm just going to go like do a spoiler free review for you guys. My take on it. I like the
In a
action
John Wick
sequence.
movie, how
Yeah.
much is there to spoil?
Yeah. I mean, like the story. So I'm just going to stick to the basics.
But that's
like,
what I mean. It's a John Wick
yeah.
movie, folks. Don't expect much of a story. But you
Yeah.
weren't there for the story anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's
Just
fair to
the
say.
fighting, right?
It's fair to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that I like Ana de Armas, and she, her character was compelling, and her, it was another revenge story, right? Without getting into why. So I liked the pace of this movie. It was 2 hours long, and in the beginning they show it's like her character defining moment, and then it goes on to her. If you've seen
Did you
John
know
Wick 4,
that first scene was not in the movie? The guy spoke about it recently. There was they came up with reshoots, and everyone thought, oh, well, the reshoots are a bad sign. They must have done badly. But apparently, they filmed the movie, sent it to the powers that be. They liked it, so they like add more to this movie. So they added in that entire first opening
Really?
scene.
See, well, there's a sign that a good reshoot.
And
Well, I
that's
didn't
one of
know
my
that.
favorite parts.
Yeah, I know it was really good. So the pacing was great. They show her like building up to get to being an assassin, and what I really like what they do with female characters, which we don't see very often, which is why we get a bunch of Mary Sues. They show her like not good at fighting and everything. That she gets her butt kicked. They even show her punch a strong guy, and she's like, "Ow!" And
She
then
is
like
repeatedly thrown into walls throughout the movie.
Yeah, she gets her butt kicked, and again, without spoiling, there's a scene where it's if you remember in John Wick 4 when he's walking through and you see like them training and wrestling and like, oh, bringing back memories. She's in that room learning how to fight, and she keeps just getting slammed down, and she's all sweaty, all messed up, and the teacher, she's like, why does he keep beating you? She's like, because he's stronger than me. And then she basically tells her like how to use things to her advantage because everyone's going to be stronger than her. And another thing that I
something like you're never going to beat them head to head with force. You need to manipulate, dodge, cheat. You need to fight like a girl.
Yeah, exactly. And I was surprised that I was like, okay, I'm like, so they're using logic with this, even though with John Wick, there's a lot of silly moments in all the movies, but in that case,
Well,
like
it's
I like that they showed her, yeah, exactly. But I do like that they showed her like punch that really strong guy, and she's like, ow. And I'm like, 'cause that's realistic. Girl punches something hard, it's gonna hurt. But yeah, and just like every other, exactly. Every other John Wick movie, she uses her environment, which is what makes the fight scene so interesting and cool. Like everyone still talks about the pencil with John Wick, the pencil scene. So they do that in this movie too. I thought the ending was well done. I mean, I'm a sucker for the John Wick movies now. Like I'm a big fan because it's just entertaining and they don't put crap in there. It's just a good time. So I wanted this movie to succeed because I would like for them to continue in the John Wick universe even when Keanu's done, and hopefully they continue to do it properly if they're going to introduce new characters.
They're talking about doing a second one already. I don't know whether that's dependent on the box office. Probably is.
Probably.
But they were in pre-production before this released.
Yeah.
For a sequel.
So I would see this again, and if you're a fan of the John Wick movies, go see it. It was fun.
I agree that if you like the John Wick movies, you'll like it. It's definitely a John Wick movie. The stunt choreography and everything is all the same with the John Wick movie. It's paced like one. It's the story is one of them. It's in the world. I actually really like the setting of where they go, where the main action takes place, and it explains. Because it does a bit where she's trying to hunt someone down and like nobody knows where this person is because they just vanish. wherever they go, and it actually explains why they vanish, and it is a really cool kind of reveal. It's one of those things. It's not stated. You just realize it as it's happening in the movie. It is the ultimate kind of show not tell kind of stuff, which you just don't see. I expected at some point her to say out loud the reason why. So that was nice. I think my issue is I kept getting pulled out of the movie because it's Anna de Armas, a 37-year-old woman that's half their size, and despite them going, you need to fight like a girl. Even in that, right? She then fight like a girl, and then she's losing to this guy before that. Goes, fight like a girl, cheat, and she immediately batters the guy. Kicking someone in the balls, if that was such a superior tactic for fighting people, men would do it as well. There is no.
Well, some probably do, but it's considered fighting dirty when a guy does that, which I agree. If you're going to do
but
that
these
to
are a load
another
of
man.
assassins. They don't care about fighting dirty. This is the whole point.
Yeah.
They don't
Winning,
have
right?
any of those rules either. They just want to win and kill you. The reason men would be like fighting it would know this if it was some amazing tactic that just immediately took men down. Men would also do this, so it wouldn't be an advantage. They'd be prepared. And despite going, oh, you need to do this, because there was Korean, I can't remember it is, whether it might be My Name. That also has a similar scene where this guy goes, look, you're going to lose in every fight. But what he says is, you need to go for all the vital organs, take them down as fast as possible, because the longer the fight goes on, you're going to lose. You have to take them down instantly. So go for the neck, go for the windpipe, go for the groin, stop their heart. And I think that works better than just going, fight like a girl, which would just mean losing.
Or
just,
fight effectively is also a good kind of sentence you could use, right?
I think they could have done away with the fight like a girl thing, because like the speech that she gives her kind of like was good enough without that, in my opinion. But something else.
It is a girl boss movie, and that was one of the girl boss moments, because she takes him down to the ground and then she just randomly kicks him in the balls again for no reason whatsoever. You walk out of the movie to Evanescence singing, "You need to fight like you can run your mouth, but can you fight like a girl?" Is how you leave this. It is girl bossy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Evanescence until I looked at the song, by the way.
I didn't know until you just told me.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that? I had no idea.
But the issue is they say fight like a girl, they say cheat, they do this. And that's not in the movie. She doesn't cheat, she doesn't manipulate, she doesn't seduce, go by stealth. I think they needed to give her some kind of fighting gimmick, like Black Widow has, where she spins all over him or something. Or some kind of... In John Wick 4, she's on the ground, she's stabbing them in the ankles and stuff, that she's hard to reach down there.
Yeah.
I think they needed to change her fighting style more, because she just goes head to head like a man with men, and she's blocking them, she's punching them. There's times where they're in strength duels, like strength battles, and she wins. And I have no idea how you just won that. You would immediately die. And there's also, throughout the movie, they didn't just put... Like, one of the strengths in all the John Wick movies was, it was just men fighting men, because that's what this world would be. In this, they didn't just put Anna de Armas in it. The entire movie is just packed with women fighting.
There's a lot of women. Yeah, I noticed
Women
that too.
assassins have fallen out of every hole in the universe. And
Oh my god, that's like a John Wick movie, though. Oh, there's a bounty. All of a sudden, there's just assassins everywhere.
That's
but
like
that
another,
is the
and
world,
like
but they're all men.
everybody in New York City is an assassin. Like there's all these silly things that they throw into the John Wick movies, which but another thing I'll point out is that big with all of these movies and with this one is using weapons. Like if you have a gun, it doesn't, like, strength doesn't matter and all that, But I get what you're saying. That one scene,
she hand-to-hand fights far more than she uses a gun.
She does
There's
hand-to-hand
a
a
lot
lot.
of hand-to-hand fights in this.
But the one fight in particular,
some people are punching her and she's just blocking them. Like, no, you can't show. You can never show in this movie where her force meets a man's force and it's equal. You can't show that because it's just not. The moment it happens, you're like, oh. Okay.
It would depend on where she hits, but you made that point. Like if she punches you dead in the throat, like there's nothing anyone can really do. Like you're gonna
be done.
I mean where they're swinging for her and she counters them, or if they're in you can't have her like go into a strength grapple and win. And I think they should have done more, either seducing or stealth.
I would have liked to see
a bit more ninja-like.
Like gone a bit more like James Bond with it, right? Like, and she's just I would have liked to see that too. One thing that stood out to me was that fight, which I think is one of the ones you're talking about too, with that big guy in the bar area. Like when she gets him she stabs him
The
a couple
first one?
times. The one of them, she stabs him a couple times and he's still going. I'm like, how did she just get him like 3 times in the
Oh
neck
no,
with a
there's a
knife? And
lot of that. Yeah,
there's
there's
a lot
one
of
guy where
that.
she stabs about 15 times and he's still fighting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
"So
that's where
what?"
it's just like it's just like how John Wick
Oh, yeah.
style is, but yeah, I thought it was a fun movie. I was worried that they were gonna go overboard with the girl boss stuff, but I don't think they went overboard with it. It was still a good time
No,
and
it's a
entertaining.
few moments. My main
Yeah.
issue with it is that every time you see her in a strength battle and wins, it just pulls me out of the movie. But it's not a bad movie. It is an entertaining movie.
Mhm.
I just wish they'd had a man in it. That was my main issue. If a bloke had done what she'd done, I wouldn't have had the same issue.
Maybe
I
for
just
a
think
sequel.
they needed to do more work to make her character work. Instead, it feels like they just took a man's role and put her in it, which is a disservice to her.
I think I like Anna de Armas a lot, and I think she did a good job in the role. But I would like to see maybe if they do a sequel where she's kind of teaming up with somebody, because they did it without spoiling that someone big is in the movie. And no, I'm not talking about John Wick, an actor. I didn't know that this guy was in it. The girl's dad. You know what I'm talking about, Disparu. People really like this actor, and I had no
would have
idea he
preferred
was
the
in
movie
it.
be about him. If
I thought
his
they were
fight
gonna
scene
like
at the
team
start
up.
is perfect.
So maybe he'll be in the second one and they'll like team up. That will be really cool if they focus on both of them and they like take the rest of these like these certain groups
You should
down.
know
Or
that can't happen.
yeah, I would like to see that though, but I guess we'll see what they do with it.
But yeah, I would have been more than happy if he just continued the movie and he'd been the main character, because his fighting, everything was great. One thing about this though, they clearly took John Wick 4, the game scene where it goes over and you see all the fights in one camera angle. They clearly found out people like that kind of stuff, and there are some set pieces in this which are awesome. Everyone's seen the flamethrower one.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
You're talking
there's
about
one
like
where
the Diablo 4 kind of over point of view, right?
Like bird's eye
kind of,
view.
There are top-down shooters that look just like that, but we've never seen it done in live action before. And there's quite a few really good set pieces where I'm just like, wish this was in a John Wick movie. There's a lot of action scenes. Like, if Keanu Reeves had done this movie, I would have swung his praises to high heaven. Well, it's true. Look, it comes across as really stupid when a woman is fighting a man and she's just going strength to strength. It's just the way the world is. You'd have to give her something, like some kind of out or explanation why she can do it. So super strength is the way that superheroes do it, but a fighting style can also work. Just like, well, rather than going strength to strength blocking him, she dodges, and you just say she's more agile than the men. We're like, okay, I can get behind that. They're big and slower, and you're dodgy all over the place.
Is she an actual ballerina? Sorry.
Yes,
she gets trained as a
so
ballerina.
You've never seen John Wick 4. You got to watch them.
Oh, I just finished it today.
Okay, well, you remember in John Wick 4 when there's the ballerinas in it? She's from that same like family where he was from, like the Russians.
That was even in the second one, the Russians.
Yeah, they mix that. They mix
that's
scenes
right.
from that movie with this movie.
Yeah,
okay,
so
I had
one
a
of those
feeling.
ballerinas.
I had a feeling. So if they're a ballerina, they should be able to figure out some sort of kung fu rina. I don't know. I'm trying to make
kung fu rina.
it up.
She's making a new style.
If they come up with new choreography for her to where she dodged swings and stuff, I think that would have been awesome.
And she uses like, in ballet and in a lot of like dance, you could distribute momentum and use it to kind of do Black Widow stuff.
Yeah, and there's lots of ways they could do, like, where she can read body movements better because she's a dancer, so she understands like how weight flows from what. You can come up with explanations for this stuff.
Oh my god! And then every fight is like a dance.
Well, actually, in a lot of books, they describe sword fighting as a dance all the time. So it's normally
there's a lot of coordination that you could use that links well. There was so when I used to salsa dance competitively, my teacher made us do what's the old Asian people who do like the stuff inside the parks?
Oh, like the
slow Tai Chi. We did Tai Chi.
I'm like
in order to complement our training, which is so weird to say, but movement is from your inner center and it translates to dance really well. So yeah. Thank you, Chad.
That's interesting.
Tai Chi. Yeah.
So overall, what'd you think, Disru? Like out of 10, what would you give it? Ballerina?
I think you're pretty accurate where you were. I really, really like the John Wick movies.
Mhm.
Like a 7, I would say is there. I would have given it more if I wasn't pulled out with the things. If they changed the fighting style, I would have marked it higher.
Yeah,
The action sequences are amazing. If you just go to a
Mhm.
John Wick movie to see action sequences and you can get
You'll
over
love
Ana
it.
de Armas, yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I think I really hope that they do more stealth and like seduction stuff for the second one. Like have her actually use like she says, fight like a girl. Well, use your assets as a girl. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Like,
this is the whole
I
point. What Black Widow? The reason that they were trained as that was because they were meant to seduce people, so that then you take them by surprise and you can get them alone very easily. You can take advantage. It is you use the because that was the thing. It said you use the abilities that you're born with as an advantage, and then she just never does it. She never uses
Yeah.
Ballerina or anything.
no.
That's
I
very
hope,
strange.
yeah, hopefully we get more of that if there's a second one. I think there will be because I think people just really like the John Wick universe. So I think it'll do well. You know, you want to know going into the theater, there were so many kids walking in with like Stitch stuffed animals, and I'm like,
Aw.
it was really cute, but I'm like, I got like the ending spoiled for me and parts of it spoiled on purpose. I watched the thing and I was like, ugh. But yeah,
I
I
love
thought
it.
it was super cute. I seen like 5 kids at least going in like separately to go watch the Lilo and Stitch.
Where does the Ballerina movie fall in all the John Wicks for you in terms of favorite? Because I think everyone universally 1, 4, 2, 3.
It's difficult because it doesn't have Keanu in it. If
So it's
it had
handicapped.
if Keanu was in this, if you changed, you'd have to change the story a bit. But if Keanu was in this movie doing the action sequences, I would probably because my movies go 2, 1, 4, 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm 1, 2, 4, 3. And Ballerina,
I would put if Keanu was the one in the acting, I would put it above 4.
so 3rd place for you.
So kind of in the
Yeah.
middle. You know what?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. If it's in the middle, that's
I'd put
not
it
a
in-
bad movie.
And that's only because I really like 2 and 1. Like the action stuff in this are far better than most action movies. Because it was said on FNT the other day, what's the best movie you've seen so far in this year? And Ballerina probably is mine at the moment.
Yeah, right
I
now,
think
same.
will get beaten, but
I enjoyed it I enjoyed it more than Mission Impossible.
I think Wicked's
Yeah.
gonna be my favorite. I have a feeling.
Yeah,
That's
but
this
so
year,
far
right? The end
this
of the year?
year, it's not
Yeah.
exactly a high competition year so far.
I
It's
know.
not.
Well, Wicked was like maybe not number 1 last year, but it was really up there.
It was good.
So.
I enjoyed it. Even Mike got crap for it. Epic Mike, because he was like, "Listen, I liked." We're like, "What are
Yeah.
you gay?"
You don't have to like the actress, but
Oh,
she
can't
did a
stand
damn
her.
good job in that
Mhm.
role.
Yeah, agreed.
People were
I'm not
saying he
even
was
the
gay
biggest
'cause he liked the
Ariana
actress,
fan, but
because he liked musicals.
yeah,
My
I would
favorite is
say
still her interview though, where they're like, "How'd you wipe your ass?" And he's like, "This question nobody asks." She's like, "No, everybody asked me that question. No one's scared to ask it."
yeah, I agree with Eldritch. I'm the same. 1, 2, then Ballerina, then 3 and 4.
I'm
I know
surprised you
everybody.
like 3 more than 4.
I was gonna say 3 was the worst for
I
me.
liked 3 more than 4. I didn't. I don't know. I kind of liked it. 4 was good, but I
4's
didn't like it as
action
much as
scenes I
the
thought
action
were
scenes were good.
better.
The
The
action
With
scenes were
3
really
was
good.
just too crazy for me. Some of them were
Oh,
just like wild.
it wasn't that for me. It was do you remember the knife scene where they don't have weapons and they're in that?
Oh, with
he's-
the shells
He's
on the both
building a
sides?
gun out of different parts, which actually I kind of like, but it did take a long time. But then these doing throwing daggers at like 5 different people. It goes on forever, and I watch it for the gun stuff.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
don't,
Brew
I don't
likes
want to see you
gun
throw
stuff.
knives at people for half an hour.
You're the guy from Resident Evil, and he's like, "Gun rhymes with fun for a reason." He's British. That's what he says in 4, Resident Evil 4. So I put a poll up, which was like, "Yes, love tap the like button, please." But there was actually a question on here: did you buy Switch 2? 87% no.
Some people actually bought it in chat. Congrats, guys, I guess.
And I know a lot of people. She's like, "Oh, there's 14% that did." That's
Let me see how much it is at Costco, because I wasn't gonna go in line for it.
Did you get it or you didn't get it? Yeah,
I don't plan
I'm
on
gonna
buying
wait.
it because it's
I
I haven't played
It
my
only
Switch.
plays Nintendo games, and I'm not for.
Yeah,
yeah,
I haven't played my Switch in a long time.
yeah. Well, the last time you played was probably Hello Kitty, right?
No, that's on Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, that sounds. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so then it's been a
Breath of the
while.
Wild?
Yeah, the last time I did was when I did my birthday stream in January, and I was just like playing the 64 and the Super Nintendo games on the Switch, which I'm actually gonna get the retro tank like this month, so I'll be able to just like use my
But
actual Super Nintendo. So I don't.
what annoys me
My
the most about it is like it's just you have other handhelds, you've got the Steam Deck and everything that they can
I have
all
a
play
Steam
these
Deck
games.
too, so
Exactly.
like
And this is an inferior piece of hardware that you have to buy
It's
to
so
buy
expensive
lockdown
too.
exclusives. And I just don't like the idea of exclusives
You sound like
with
Mark.
a company.
so.
Well,
I
It's
was
no,
true,
but
though.
it's just
originally.
it's bad overall. Why should you have to pay an extra, essentially a $500 tax or whatever it is, just to play
Mhm.
the games? They should release it on all platforms. And whenever I say that, I know it's like, well, everyone buys the stuff. It's like, well, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm not doing
originally
it.
I was like I wasn't like super hyped or anything, but I'm a big Donkey Kong fan, so I really wanted to play the new Donkey Kong game because it's been like 10 years since we got a new one. But I'm not gonna spend $500 on a console to get a Donkey Kong game.
Guys, it's 6:30 in Canada. Ugh,
Oof.
630. With the Mario
Oh, I
Kart,
thought
it's
you meant time. I
700.
was like, what?
He's
700
looking. He's like,
bucks. Oh,
huh?
sorry.
Yeah, I
No,
did the
no.
math.
I
Like,
thought you meant
I'm not
time
sure
for
that's
1
right, but it
second
probably
as
might be.
well.
No, 629.99. So like that's ridiculous. Oh my god. No,
That's
thank
Well,
you.
nuts.
and it's got a there was something, I think it was a GameStop where stapling receipts to the top of the box, and the staples went into the screen. And everyone was like, why would you be stapling things to boxes? I'm like, why does it have a plastic screen? That was
Why is the screen
we
so
have
far
touch screens on
closed?
everything which are glass. You don't have to a plastic screen that gets damaged by a staple.
Yeah, so the one thing I will say that would get me to buy it, and this is for like collector purposes as well, because I do plan on getting a jungle green Nintendo 64. Again, that's what I used to have as a kid, loved it. If they did, which I think this would be smart marketing, especially around Christmas time, they should do the variations like they did with the Nintendo 64. Like they had the jungle green, they had that purple one. Like if they did that and like say they released the jungle green one and you get the Donkey Kong game with it, that would be smart, especially for around Christmas time. Like I said, parents will, okay, kids want this, so I'm gonna get it. Like my mom did back in the 90s with the 64. So if they did something like that, that would get me, but it's not just for the game. It'd be for a collector reason because I am a Nintendo fan. But right now, I don't see myself getting a Switch, at
How
least
much
not
is a
anytime
Steam
soon.
Deck? Let's see. Just
It's
just
had a
out of
couple of versions, depends which one you get.
Nintendo
curiosity.
Nintendo standard time. Yeah.
Okay, guys, a Steam Deck is 500 Canadian dollars, whereas a Switch to start is 630.
And that's not including any
Uh-huh.
games.
That's
If you
not
want to
including
play,
any games, but like
how
you have
much?
a plethora of more games that you can play here.
Someone said, did someone say Breath of the Wild was 90? So how much would that be
Well,
in Canada? Like
also,
$150?
the
130
thing
probably.
the thing with the Steam Deck is that comes with no OLED screen. This old Switch used to have an OLED version. They downgraded the screen in this one so they can give you an OLED one later. And OLEDs
Oh,
are just
they're
objectively better in
they're
battery
just
life, they're
planning to
thinner.
get
Yeah,
That's so
there is no reason not to put an OLED screen in there. They're
okay.
not even that expensive.
It's gonna cost like $700 for an OLED screen. At least. So
Well, that's because they want to, though. I'm pretty sure when the Steam Deck upgraded to an OLED one, they didn't increase the price.
they did. So well, I mean so the first one here, $500 for an LCD 256. Here, why don't I just share this? That way you guys can see.
Yeah, because the three versions, the top one has a load of extra stuff, so I think it's actually the middle one, which is...
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so look, you get
Wow.
double the memory and OLED for just 190 extra Canadian, mind you. So it's probably like what, 325 for this in American?
Oh, yeah, and there is some sort... So the LCD is 60 hertz, OLED's 90. It's got a bigger battery as well.
Yeah.
That's what I remember when they did the OLED version. People actually took it apart and said it's not just the screen. They re-engineered all the internal components to make it more repairable, easy to replace and stuff.
So I love mine. I got the basic one for now. Actually, I haven't even on this desk, but Mark actually put like purple on here, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, this one of the skins, yeah.
Yeah, I actually love it. So and this case is awesome. One day I'll get the OLED when this breaks. We'll see.
But The thing is, that could easily play any of the Nintendo games. It's only because they don't want to sell them to you. So
you can also, guys, for the same price as a Switch, you can put an emulator on this. So let me show you guys. Non-Steam games. Let's see. I have Donkey Kong, Bayonetta, Kirby, all the Zelda games, Metroid, Pokemon, all the Pokemon
And
games.
it saves for you too, right? It's
Yeah.
like your progression and everything.
All the Pokemon games.
I gotta start get my Steam Deck and start putting Nintendo games on there. Because my Switch is broken right now. My original Switch is not broken, but like the charging port's messed up. I can get that fixed easily, but I mean, if I can put all those games on there, then whatever.
Get a Steam Deck over the
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
It'd probably take a while for an emulator for whatever this comes out as. Imagine they've put new copy protection and stuff on.
Yeah.
But it is a case for me that if you want to treat me like a second-class citizen, if you're like, I don't want to give you the game, I don't want your money, well, I want to give it to you. So
I appreciate when companies just release it for everyone, like the new Metal Gear game that's coming out. It actually looks really good. I'll probably end up getting it, and it's gonna come out for PC too, not just PlayStation. That's great.
Yeah, but like Stellar Blade though, I'm never buying Stellar Blade until it goes on as like a 90% sale, and then I'll get it.
Steam sale.
Because you didn't release it on PC.
So yeah.
You released it on console, and then we're like, oh, those peasants over there, they can have it a year later at the same price. I'm like, oh, piss off.
This brewer took that.
I'm waiting for a sale.
He took that personally. PlayStation.
Well, no, this
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like Red Dead Redemption, never played it, never going to. Why? Because it's a console exclusive. You can piss off. I've done this with
I
all
love
the
Red
stuff.
Dead.
If you don't want to sell me your game, I don't care. I have loads of other games I play on PC. It's better. It's like I don't need your
Steam
crappy
sales
console
got
game.
me. I have a bunch I haven't even played yet.
I know it's the worst, but it's also the best. Like, how many games do you have, and how many have you actually played? The percentage rate.
My
Bad.
Steam library is pretty full.
Yeah, I could probably never buy another game again and still just have plenty of games to play.
Yeah, well, because they do what, like 4 sales
No, they have
a
a
year
sale every week on some games, right?
Yeah, on some. Yeah, that's true. But then they have like the big ones, like spring, summer,
You
winter,
can get
fall.
90% off and some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just on Steam if you use like, is there any deal?
Oh, there's
Nearly
Green
any
Man
game.
Gaming, CD keys also for
Well, CD keys are dodgy keys, but is there any deal.com scans loads of different sites, and they're all legit sites. They're all legit keys.
Is there any deals? 1 second.
Well, is there any deal is you put in the game that you're interested in, and it'll scan the other things for you. So before I buy anything on Steam, I always go on that site to see if someone else is selling it cheaper.
Thank you for letting me know about this.
Oh yeah, do it all.
Oh my god, there's a game called Love, Death, and Bikini.
There is a lot of adult games on Steam. A lot.
Oh, it is an adult game. Never mind, not playing
What did you think it was?
I don't know.
She's like,
I just
oh,
love
this
the
looks
title.
interesting. Never mind. Watch some
Oh, it's
gameplay.
I thought you were interested because it was an adult game. That's what.
It's
what
like
else would the title be?
The TV show Love, Sex, and Robots. I love that on Netflix.
It's great. Yeah.
It's not like adult content.
No.
So I just went on new and trending. This is just the latest release games on Steam. The first one is called Squeak Ross Home Squeak Home. Don't know about that one. The next one is called Only Horse Survive.
Wow.
Sounds like real life.
Like a zombie apocalypse with
then the fifth one is Quickie, A Love Hotel Story.
Oh wow.
These are just the most recently released.
The modern
all the
love
time.
story. Well,
why do you think that Steam has a feature to hide games from your friends?
Ian.
Ian for 50. I was just gonna say, you know what? Thanks for that, Ian, because that's the segue into catching up on super chats. Thank you. Thank you for the 50 pounds.
Wicked also forgot.
That's true.
I genuinely can't remember if I super chatted or just thought about it. Well, you just did, so there you go. Thank you, Ian.
Zombie Graveyard Simulator.
Oh, he's like he went down the rabbit hole, guys. We're gonna lose him for at least 5
Manage
minutes.
your graveyard by day. Cremate bodies, maintain graves, and fulfill visitor requests. Grow crops. Who's growing crops on a graveyard? When night falls, face relentless zombie hordes.
Cool.
That was quite cool. Megatron.
Megatron. Thanks, Chick.
Metatron.
Great. That's how people think I sound when I say it. So I finally got
this is
him,
Wicked's
guys.
voice EQ'd down.
Yeah. Thank you, Shake. I finally got him. There he is.
She can never inhale helium, otherwise she'll crack space. Like we go into a different dimension.
We'll never hear her on the stream if she's
microphones can't pick up that frequency.
Only dogs can hear that frequency.
Yeah. Whenever your dog barks, it's Wicked talking.
Yeah. Mongoose, thank you for gifting a membership. And Black Cane for 2 says, good luck on Craig's casting couch, Wicked. Thanks, Black Cane.
Why do you have to say it like that?
I gotta say it like that. We're gamers, okay? Andrew Thomas, thank you for the 10. Hey to the sexiest nerds, Wicked and X-Ray. Who was the worst Doctor Who producer in either era, Disbrew? JNT or Russell T. Davis?
JNT.
Is it Davies or Davis? It's Davies. Oops, sorry.
I can't remember who JNT was. Oh, Tranter. I don't know much about Tranter. Because the other one would be Chibnall, the one I know, because he was the one that did the Jodie years. But Russell T. Davis, 100%. Sure, he brought the series back, but he had a chance to bring it back again, and he decided to shoot it in the face. So it was only a conscious decision to kill that show. It must have been.
R.I.P.
Loose for the Doberman for Canadian 2. Thank you. Wow, Disbrew is extra handsome today.
As we say in the adverts over here, should have gone to Specsavers.
What?
It's a glasses company.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
That's their thing. They have someone do something.
Complimenting you.
Yeah, I'm British. This is what we do. So they'll have him do something like he's washing the car, but it actually turns out he's just washing a dog. And they're just like, should have gone to Specsavers.
Eldritch has been a member for 6 months. Thank you. I liked Ballerina. Girl Boss was handled decently. Some imaginative fights. Grenade and flamethrower fights were great. Exactly. I'm like, listen, that's me in video games. You give me a flamethrower grenade, I'm going ham.
My favorite scene is actually as she's driving up the alley in the car and then gets rammed. That whole thing was amazing. There were also really, really well shot action scenes in this.
Yes, very John Wick world action. Totally agree,
I didn't
Eldritch.
like the sommelier scene. I'm quite glad the grenades followed. Because he was clearly trying to imitate the guy from John Wick 1, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, they should have just gone more stereotypically racist with it and just had him, like, with HUD music and stuff. And then they just like, what you want, bruv?
I've never heard this say bruv. Can you say that more? I love when UK people say that. Okay, bruv.
It's just like, this is the gun that killed Tupac. It's like, just do that. Don't try and pretend that he's some, like, English gentleman talking about cutlery or whatever.
Loose for the Doberman for another Canadian 2. Thank you. Smash that like button. Yes, please.
Hell yeah. 500 likes, guys, and I will take a whiskey shot.
Whiskey shot.
It'll sip, not actually shoot it, though.
Whiskey sips. Jason Webster with Australian 5. Yeah, I seen that. I was looking up like something about it, and that came up first. South Korean film Ballerina 2023 is a much better film than the John Wick spin-off film. Jeon Jung-seo is a better actress than Ana de Armas. I'll have to check it out. I really do like Ana de Armas, though.
Oh, I've seen her in other things.
But I'll check that out.
Jason, she was in Yellow Fever.
Yeah, she was in Money Heist Korea, which isn't as good as Money Heist, but it's still worth seeing.
Irish 1997 for $9.99. Did you guys see the new Talking Heads video for Psycho Killer with Saoirse Ronan? I don't think I said that right. No one would have.
It's probably like Saucy or something. You've got a really weird pronouncing name.
Saucy Ronan. No one would have thought it was about
like
a woman.
Siobhan. You ever see Siobhan written down? It's like, I'm sorry, that's not what that says.
I'm sorry. Yeah. What? Excuse me.
Is that how you say it? Shersha?
We're gonna say 20.
No, that's just Saoirse. That's what that is.
It's like so many words in English are literally so silly. Britain.
That's not an English name though. That's the thing.
Aluminium, like it's aluminum. Come
clearly
on.
aluminium. This is just how we
No,
pronounce
it's
words
not. You
properly.
added
Sure,
extra
Okay.
words.
To this day, I get DMs going, it's actually pronounced shooty, not cutie. I'm like, I know, but I'm English. He's foreign. If he wants his name pronounced properly in England, he can spell it correctly.
Saoirse? Did I say it right? Saoirse?
Seoos.
Say
He said that with such a straight face.
Yeah. But if you want your name if you want your name pronounced differently in England, you can spell it properly.
Yeah,
Same for you, Siobhan.
Worcestershire.
Someone named
Siobhan.
Siobhan in the chat's gonna be like,
Siobhan's here.
no one would have thought it was about a woman in 1977, but in 2025 we have social media driving women plumb loony. Yes,
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
me neither. Sorry, this name. Gollum's half botched circumcision left over.
What's
What
Gollum?
What on earth is that name?
I
I
say
was
Gollum.
leaving. I took my headphones off, and all I could see is the name.
Yeah, no, Gollum has been around for a while, and we love him.
I always
Yeah, it
forget
looks like a
the
dog's
currency. What is that? Big.
I don't remember.
We always
I'm
forget.
sorry.
Well, thank you. Hi, what are we doing over here? Yes, drunk.
Cheers. Yes, we're drunk too.
Cheers. Michael Steele for Canadian 5. In the Wheel of Time books, the sword moves are named like they are dance movements. Dance would work well in Ballerina.
As it
would.
should
It should have been in
be.
there. I thought there was going to be more. Ballerina.
I mean, the
stuff,
title
but-
says it all. It should have been like that. And given the scenes that we've seen in the second and fourth movie, it would only stand to reason that some of these ballerinas that they were working super hard because the one lady who was whoever John was talking to was like,
The director?
yeah. Well, the one girl, she kept on having to do the same thing over and over and over again because guess what? That's what we do dance.
Mhm.
And
her feet were bleeding and
yeah, my feet hurt, stuff like that. It's normal, blisters. And yeah, if you could put that discipline into fighting, you should become a pretty amazing assassin.
yeah. Yeah, they definitely should have showed that more. I mean, it's I guess they made it where it's like you just like how you just explained it, like you just know. I hope we see more of it in the second one because I think there's going to be a second one. I really do. I mean, if we can get 9 Fast and the Furious movies, we can get a sequel to the Ballerina.
10. This
Yeah, but
is-
it depends on the box office. That's the thing.
Yeah.
well,
think
I mean, unless it's Disney properties. Just
yeah, then it just doesn't
pushing
matter. They
those
just they just do whatever they want. Hokies for 10. I know a woman that kicked a guy's butt that tried something with her. She is a black belt in Taekwondo and daughter of the instructor. I could see that.
as you should.
That's because men hold back fighting women. It's instinctual. They don't generally go around beating the crap out of them. These are trained assassins. This isn't a trained person against an untrained person. Every single person in this movie is like the best of the best. They have gone on many of their own assassination missions and killed hundreds of people themselves. The entire story of this is where people retire, and so these people have lived entire lives as assassins, and she has to be better than all of those, and she just couldn't overpower him. That's the thing.
16-bit mascot for 5. Always enjoy the stream. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
We're almost actually caught up. Oh my goodness. Andrew Matthews for 2 pounds. Even Bar Woman was okay in John Wick 2.
27 million
sorry, I don't
opening.
remember that character.
The Bar Woman. I recently watched it, so I should remember. But at the same time, because I watched them all
Binge? Yeah.
a binge, it's like
I can't remember who the bar woman was in John Wick 2.
I'm looking it up real quick
Because
just to see.
Halle Berry was in 3, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was in 3.
Yeah.
2 was the
Ruby Rose?
the lesbian, yeah. Yeah, but she was okay because she basically does no fighting.
Oh, did you
and
mean
immediately
Batwoman?
dies.
Is that who you meant? Ruby Rose? Did you mean
Batwoman
right?
makes
That's what you
sense,
meant.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but she was the boss. So
Yeah, he meant Batwoman.
it's the men do all the fighting, and then by the time she gets to the end and fights, she just gets annihilated. So
Yeah.
that is
I know she's like,
My-
I'll
my
take care of
favorite,
him.
though, is
No,
like
you won't,
as
honey.
as I was watching, I was like, I want her to be Echo. She would have been nicer to look at than whatever her face is.
Who,
Oh
Ruby?
yeah, and she really loves getting her kit off. That woman, she just absolutely no reason. Was it Orange is the New Black or something?
Yes.
Some kind of prison show she was in.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
completely
yeah.
She was on
everything.
there.
Yeah, she was on that one.
They even do a front shot and a back shot in it. It's like, well, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well show everything.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Martins for 5. Extra girl, did you know that to this very day the pool on the Titanic is still full of water? Let that sink in. They got me with that one.
Wow! Oh my god, you're so right, Justin.
Ian for another 50. Thank you, Ian. If you want your name pronounced in England, say it properly. Disbrew, translated from French.
What?
Yes, boss. As I've said, I don't know how my name's pronounced. I just said my name as an English person would say a French word. This is why when people go, how do you pronounce it? I don't actually know. I just guess.
It's like how people say like Cannes Film Festival, Cannes Film Festival.
Or Canes. Yeah,
Yes.
isn't it pronounced? It's
My favorite one
Cans,
is
right?
Arkansas.
I used to say Canes because that's what it looked like canine. You know what I mean? Like that's like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, Ballerina may not get a sequel.
Why? What happened?
After you've done the super chats.
Oh, okay. Southeastern Kaiju for 2. Extra girl option of shots. Do you have? Cheers.
Okay, so I went to the store to buy stuff, and I was gonna totally buy Maker's Mark or bourbon, Bullet bourbon, but I forgot that Canada was salty AF after the tariffs. So, I hate you. So they didn't have any, literally any, nothing, nada, no American alcohol whatsoever. The huge section of California wines gone. Nothing.
Oh,
So-
They can only drink
no.
fermented maple syrup now.
Yeah, so I actually got, and I mean I do like Wayne Gretzky. It's not as good as Maker's Mark or Bullet bourbon, but Red Cask Canadian whiskey, I mean, it's pretty good. Their dessert whiskey is better, but I can't have that much sugar.
Never even heard of a dessert whiskey.
There's like salted caramel, like milk-based whiskey. It's so delicious. Next time you're in Canada, or not Canada, in the States.
Yeah,
I'll
I go
bring
to
all
Canada
kinds of-
all the time. Yeah.
I know,
I'm
right?
well known for my travels
So,
to
and every time I come
maple
home,
syrup factories.
I'm gonna have to buy alcohol on the way back.
Get the stock up.
Mm-hmm. Well, Wayne Gretzky is based, so like his stuff.
All right. Let's get into.
Hang on.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, do your thing first. What
So-
happened with Ballerina?
Well, it's the box office is 25 to 27 million, and even Deadline is like, this isn't one of the most intriguing yet mind-boggling dynamics in moviegoing is which prevents audiences from getting off the couch, even when word of mouth out there is about a great movie. I can tell you
Aw.
why, because she should not be leading an action movie. This is why. You don't
It
do a
should have
John
been
Wick
John
movie
Wick.
and then lead into, well, yeah, but if he wasn't going to do it, what you needed was another bloke to take over. Especially now, maybe you could have got away with it 20 years ago. Or if you chose somebody who was far younger and she was wearing really skimpy clothes. I did like that in this, they had her fighting in high heels and a red dress for the first fight.
I know. I love that dress.
That's the kind of thing that they needed to do and play into and show in the trailers and stuff with someone that's not 37, if you want to pull that. I just don't think at the moment, and after everything we've been through with Marvel and all the MCU stuff, that this was a good idea. And I think that's why it's showing that the 25 to 27 million opening, and the budget for this was... I forgot to share the window. So I will cancel that and reshare. Okay, so budget versus box office projections. Over $80 million to make. And I think it
Wow.
shows. John Wick, I think the last one was about 100 million. So they're not the
Wow.
most they're not the most expensive movies to make.
That's
This is why they
actually quite
keep.
impressive.
Yeah, well, action. This is the thing. Action movies have always been mid-budget kind of stuff. And so they're really good. I don't know why we dropped action movies for the superhero like mega thing. That was always
Yeah.
weird. This is why things like Beekeeper keep getting sequels, because they made it for 40 million and its gross was 160. Well, that's a massive profit.
Yeah. I mean, this movie was what, 5 Godzilla minus ones,
Yeah.
give or
Yep.
take. So,
But
damn.
you can see that kind of thing. It is big enough. It's nearly all action except for the odd kind of calm down scene. Then it's straight back into another fight scene and everything. So I can see the money being. I can see where the money went in this compared to a Marvel movie where I have no idea where it vanishes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you are not making that
Bad
back with an
CGI.
opening of 27. That's not happening.
At this rate, I'm surprised that like Keanu Reeves didn't want to or I don't know if he has any pull, but he should have been in the movie just to
He
like
was.
start
Yeah. That's not really a secret. People like knew that he was gonna make
And the thing is, the moment he appears and does his stuff, it's a better movie. It just is.
It's like there he is. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I loved his scene.
that's too bad. Oh well.
The thing is with him, I think the director was talking about it. His shoulder is like he can't move it properly. His knee is screwed. And he still does all these movies, but when he's limping around and stuff, that's just him. Like his body is absolutely destroyed. And so you can understand why he doesn't want to do something which is this intense.
Did you see? Since we're talking about this, real quick, the director of Squid Games lost teeth. Did you know that? How did he lose teeth? Like, because he's not in the show. He lost
that
like
guy
3
just
teeth on
whines.
season 1, and then but like, what happened? Why did he lose teeth?
He's spoken about it before. Essentially, he said, whenever he makes this show, it's just constant stress and anxiety all the time. He's always panicking. He's always on edge. It's the only thing that's ever in his mind. And the thing is, there was years between these series. You should not be. You can have plenty of time off in the middle of that because there just isn't that much work to do all the time. But it seems like he's just a very anxious person.
So they fell out from stress?
Yeah.
I guess you can.
I thought he got hit with something, and I was like, damn, he's getting like real close up to
No,
these
this is
shots.
why he's not
That's
making
what
a
I thought.
third. He said he couldn't because it'd kill him.
Oh.
Like, he just seems to all put it all on himself, and I don't know why. Because it's clearly
he's
successful.
a type A person from the sounds of it. He has to micromanage things, I'm sure.
You think you micromanage,
Okay.
though?
That just made me think of that. Sorry.
How long are you going to film
Digressing.
Squid Game for? A few months out of the years? That was a huge gap in the middle? I don't believe he's working on it like 14 hours a day and stuff. He should be able to...
He should have a team behind him. I mean, most of the times there's a big team, especially after the first season when they made so much money.
Yeah, it just seems like self-imposed where someone just can't stop obsessing about
I love
something.
my brother just was like, he's always whining. Don't listen to him.
No, he is. Like, I'm not surprised that he lost teeth over it, but look, if you're working on 8 episodes for 3 years and you can't stop thinking about that thing at any point in 3 years' time, that's purely on you.
Yeah.
This isn't a time crunch where you're compressed down to the fact that you have to work every hour God sends, you're barely sleeping to get it finished. It's a voluntary thing. It just needs to learn to relax, basically.
Oh, all right. Well, let me do a couple more supers and then we'll jump into the game talk. We'll start with The Witcher 4. I actually didn't watch this trailer yet, so
It's not
Black-
a trailer, it's just a gameplay through.
Oh, it's a game. Oh, so we'll just watch a little bit of it because I didn't even realize
Yeah.
it was 9 minutes. Black Cane for 2. Whenever women talk, Disprue just hears dug.
Duggadoo, duggadoo. Yeah, it was in the BBC Doctor Who show. They now have a 24/7 Duggadoo stream. I think I played it last week. It is pure gold. It was actually made by the same guy that does the Doctor Who music.
Really?
Yeah.
Market Reality for 2. 88% did not buy a Switch. Will Mario ever recover? I'm sure he'll be all right. Thank you, Mark. Christopher Peak has been a member for 5 months. Have you heard of the channel Whiskey? Wait, the channel Whiskey Tribe. They're a crowdfunded distillery out of Austin, Texas. No.
That's cool.
Interesting. Look into that.
When you say crowdfunded, do you mean people buy their whiskey? Like every company's kind of crowdfunded if it's that. And if that's not what you mean, why are people donating to a distillery and not buying their whiskey?
That's a good question. Lewis G for 5. John Wick 1 had the best fight, girl versus guy. Vodka shots are the best. Switch 2 is not worth it. The Lego party game is the future. Shot, shot, shot. Thank you for putting all your thoughts into one super chat there.
Lego
Which was
party game.
Well, I'm thinking which was the one in John Wick 1? Who was that against? I can't even remember that. I didn't actually think there was a woman in that entire movie.
Lego party game announced for PC, PlayStation. Oh, here, hold on. Let me. Well, actually, let me do it in my Brave tab here. I don't like using Chrome for the tabs. Hold on. I guess we'll start with that. Thank you for the segue, Lewis.
Oh, Perkins. She's white. She has the brown hair, curly. Perkins.
I know the actress, but I can't remember being in that movie.
She broke into his room and started fighting him because he had a bounty. No, someone was like, break the hotel rules, the continental rules to kill him.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So a Mario Party style game Lego Party announced, and it's exactly what it sounds like. A new Lego game has been announced at Summer Game Fest that looks suspiciously like Mario Party, and it's called Lego Party. Yes, with the exclamation point. Okay. Developed by SMG Studio, the Australian team behind Moving Out, this multiplayer game includes 60 mini games, hundreds of mini figures, and board games made out of Lego. Instead of Power Stars, you're competing with friends for golden bricks. Should we watch the trailer?
Sure. I mean, Mario Party, I think, was really more of its time, especially when you played in person. I never really played Mario Party online. And so I don't know. Did you play online?
I played online and it was fun, but it's definitely way more fun when you're sitting on the couch with friends playing it.
I think so too.
So I've probably only played it a handful of times, maybe like 5 tops, but it was like with members and stuff that I used to play sometimes like that with like Mario Kart as well. But yeah, it's so much more fun in person. But this is, I don't know. Oh, go ahead, finish your thoughts.
No, I can see kids if this is a way to play together, because I know they're trying to make this more of an interactive thing with the camera and the microphone on the Switch 2. Whether they use it or not is going to be the question.
Yeah.
But I mean, even Switch games, I play them in person multiplayer, not typically online unless I'm streaming.
Yeah.
There's no sound. Is there meant to be?
Yep. I forgot to switch it. Because you're showing like posts the whole time. I'm like, wait, video. Okay,
I think the Lego games are nice. Oh,
I can hear a double and me.
Yeah. Do you want me to share it? Just send it to me. Send it to me. I can share it.
We just do a window.
Okay, I got.
And here, I'll send it to you. That's weird. You should just do that. Here, I'll put it in the private chat.
Hang on. First, I've got a horrible abomination to share.
Oh, God.
Look, blame Mike. So, it goes, at some point, the writing off in this movie, there'll be a moment, and then I saw this.
Ew! Why? Why?
I don't know.
I didn't need to see that today, Mike.
It's about the Fantastic Four, and he's just posted that.
As a reply? What did it say about Fantastic Four? Just out of curiosity.
Leader of the team, if you do go back through the comics, you realize that Sue Storm is arguably the leader of the Fantastic Four, because without Sue, everything falls apart. They're basically telling you what everyone knows at this point. Yeah. It's going to be her movie. She's already spoken about how she's the leader, and like, to her emotional sensitivity that brings them to the future.
It's the She-Sue, Mary Sue Storm.
I mean, they should have just done this to Pedro if they were going to do a reply.
Oh my god. That was horrifying. Thank you for that.
Thank you,
Mike.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for Lego Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters?
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. What about our amazing mini games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party! Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
I mean, it looks fun for kids.
Yeah, I think kids will really enjoy that. I could see my niece and nephew. Well, they're older now, but they would have been all over that like 5 years ago. Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd
The
be fun for
trailer
like.
has the really most annoying way of speaking, folks. Have
Oh
you
my
seen
God.
that? Oh boy, I'm not sure we're gonna have that on the screen. What are we? It's children's
I
TV
love
presenters
that.
should never be allowed on television.
So this is apparently going to be on Steam, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox SS series. So, I thought this was going to be a Switch game. It's not even listed. Oh wait,
What,
there it is.
Lego? Yeah,
There
it
it
was
is.
at the end. They were like, "We're gonna put the Switch at the end." I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, "Oh wow, it's not on the Switch." They made it real tiny in the corner. All right. I won't play sound on this one since it's so long. We'll just look at the demo for Witcher 4, just so we can see what the
Oh,
gameplay
okay.
looks like.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it's
will
so long,
say-
we'll just talk over
Isn't
it.
that just a tech demo?
It's just a tech demo, but it looks pretty. It's nice. Siri, I think, looks way better than
Than what
her
they
original
showed.
couple pictures that they showed. Yep.
Sorry, I can hear
I
it
mean,
still.
we won't really at the 480p that this is get to appreciate it, but
Oh, there it is.
There it goes.
I don't know.
It cleared up. It's Twitter.
Oh, and then also it's very choppy. Or is it just
what?
me?
Well, the last trailer was really choppy as well, but even at the home footage of this, it's done at about 14 FPS. It is not a well optimized thing.
I need
This reminds me
to
of Lord of the Rings. The background looks pretty.
Yeah, the background looks really pretty. I need to actually stream some of the Witcher games. I'm pretty sure I got them all on a sale. So, spent like $40 and got all of them. I know the lore and everything, and I've done a Yennefer cosplay and all that, but I've never actually played. Yeah, definitely better looking than like but to be fair, the trailer that we had gotten was like during a fight, so like no she looked a little
I'm
messy
sorry,
and
you
she's
still
older.
would look cute during a fight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it
Look,
looks better.
if at any
This looks
point a woman
better.
in a video game is ugly, it's by intention.
Yeah,
Because
a
you should
video
have
game,
men
that's
designing this that want
fair.
attractive people. There's a
Yeah.
reason why there is no Stellar Blade photo where she's a dog. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Stellar Blade. You talk about what making a girl look good.
And then people trying to say that that was not realistic, but it was actually modeled after a real woman. Like it was the
Mhm.
same
Yeah, but
thing.
even if
Remember
it wasn't,
when?
why does that matter? Is if someone's like,
It's
"Oh,
a
well,
game.
that's
It's
fantasy.
if that's
It's
unrealistic,"
sci-fi.
like, who cares? It's a video game. It's but I hate to break it to you, love, but it's pixels on a screen. None of it's realistic.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like even Expedition 33, none of those girls are kind of dressed slutty, but I like love the game still because guess what? They still made a good game, good fighting, good visuals. You don't need, that type of content in a game, but it helps.
Oops. Try to go ahead and I forgot that I was on X.
You were on Twitter. Yep.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Not gonna watch the whole thing. Let's let it go a little bit.
The
but-
issue with this is this will last right until it comes into contact with the PlayStation 5. And then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we can't show this."
What
We'll
about
just downgrade
PlayStation
everything.
4 at this rate? Like you can't play any games on PS4.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is, you can show all the graphics that you want in your tech demo until you have to suddenly actually get people to play it on consoles that are never updated as often as they should be, and you just can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
not
also
magic.
wish we saw fighting in this trailer. We don't see any of that. We just see her walking around, talking to people. There is a little interaction, so there can be chain reactions walking through town. So if you hit into the wrong person, that could change your storyline maybe. So very curious on how that's gonna come about.
I think this will do pretty well. People like the Witcher games, so.
I think that's
But-
what it's riding off, though.
Mhm.
Just
I
past.
don't think it's gonna do as well.
Not as well as the
Cyberpunk
other
will have
ones,
damaged
no.
their reputation because everyone will remember the launch of that.
People want Geralt, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the only way this will do well is if there's good word of mouth after the influencers and the diehard fans play it, because it could go either way. But I'm very wary, is all I have to say, of this game.
Yeah. Understandable, especially after what they did with the frickin' show. So I know it's not the same people, but they totally messed that up.
No, but Cyberpunk is not Cyberpunk. What is it? Red
Just pausing
Interactive or something. They are extremely woke as a company now. They're not the same company that made the earlier Witcher games.
Just
Not
like
Red
Rockstar
Interactive, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. CD Projekt Red.
or Rocksteady.
Yes.
I
knew it was
Rockstar
Red
too,
something.
but- yeah. Mm.
Hey, they get period days off, okay?
Yeah, which I didn't think that was what the red in your company stood for, but here we are. Maybe that was the problem. They just employed so many women, they all synced at the same time and flooded the office. Like,
And
we're
then
gonna
they thought
we
it's
gotta stop
easier.
this. Then we need to separate them around the country.
Honestly, like there should be less than 1% of your women taking those days off if that is available. Most people should be
I
able
would
to
fire you.
go through.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, once a month I have problems and I need to get to the fired. No,
Well,
bye.
I mean, I
Okay,
understand the
Trump,
people who have
you're fired.
endometriosis. Okay, their internal organs are literally bleeding as well.
Oh, ditums. I'm sorry that a natural process is happening to
No,
you.
no,
but
no. You don't
work
know what
actually has to exist.
endometriosis is, do you?
Oh, I'm on no periods.
Yeah, but endometriosis is affected by your period.
Oh, okay. And I
Your-
also
your
think that
internal-
some people that have terminal cancer may not want to go to the work office. But
Yeah, and then
actually,
they
we're just
take
talking
time
about
off.
people, not people with serious medical conditions.
No, endometriosis can be a serious medical condition. So bad that
I know, I'm
people
saying
get
I'm
their-
not talking about people with serious medical
Oh, okay.
conditions.
But that's what I'm saying is like I understand for those.
Like, I
types
also
of
don't
people.
think that people that have just had their, like, arms cut off in a horrible car accident should go to work either. If we...
Hi, Blabs. All right. Let's look at. I actually didn't watch. I wanted to wait for Saucy to watch this because I watched a few on Wicked's World, but I even said I was like, I'm only gonna watch a couple that I was excited to see, and there's a few more that I'll wait for Saucy to react with you guys. This is one of them. I seen stills of it, and I thought it looked really good. Resident Evil 9. I think I'm kind of excited for this one.
Is it first person or?
Oh, you can't share.
You can't.
No,
why is it-
we
it's only-
echo.
Oh, what the heck? Why is it
Yeah.
doing that now?
Drop
I never
drop
used
any
to.
links that you
You're
need.
probably sharing, like, your audio output.
You have to
of-
share the window audio only,
Here, let me
or like the
see.
tab audio only, not
Yeah.
like your entire computer.
Okay, window
Hi, Mike.
to share audio.
Mike, I blame you for making me see a really stupid Will Smith meme.
I saw it and I had to show them. It was the law.
Mm-hmm. Ian says mute Disparu. Wow.
This is racism. He's just anti-English.
See, it's weird because it says for me, it's like to share audio, share a tab or screen instead, and I am sharing the screen.
Share
No,
tab
you wanna share the
only.
tab.
You have to share
The
Yeah.
the
screen
tab.
will be your entire computer.
Yeah, I gotta open it here. This one, I'll open them all on Chrome, but I'll just send this to you for now, X-Ray, to I'll open them because I have them open on Brave because it makes me mute the whole. It's weird, but here, just do this one, and then I'll open all the stuff up on Chrome so that I can share because I have it on Brave.
All
So let me
right.
fix.
That's
Let me fix
scary. She
it.
needs the extra confidence boost.
Thank you.
I like most is like pretty simple.
I can't
formula
hear
that they can
you.
follow.
Oh,
Huh?
there's
You're, like,
Ghost.
cutting
She was cutting out. Yeah, you're back now. I
I
think.
think you're in a weird place compared to your microphone.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
better.
I was gonna say I love Resident Evil games. They have a formula and they follow it pretty well for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really like the first-person ones.
Yes?
My office.
It's as loud as it can go. Sorry.
Coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Remnants Hotel.
Ooh.
I know. That's where your mother was.
I'm getting scared.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Well, that's fun.
He's like, Steve, I told you not to do this to me.
Turn the AC on next time, god damn it.
Yeah, you should know better. No one jumps to that immediately. That's definitely not a first time.
Now, I do think this story seems a bit more interesting than the last one.
Than,
With him trying to piece his
Village?
baby together. Yeah.
Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
You have not seen what I have seen.
I have seen enough.
Everyone's gone.
So, is it that you essentially traveled back to where her mom died, or is she revisiting the same site and it's happening again?
I'm not sure, and I hope she revisits it because I think that would be a really cool way to piece together whatever mystery she's trying to find out.
Yeah, they'd have to go up
of.
with some explanation, though, of how it ended before and why there was just a zombie lying around in a hotel for 9 years.
Yeah, it looks all right. I normally like the Resident Evil formula. I know I started 7. That's the latest one that I've I didn't finish that one, and I know the story though. I watched you play it. It's a really good one. I haven't played 8 yet, but I'll get there. I enjoy the old school ones, like with Leon and Jill and Claire and Chris and all of them. So that's my only problem with 7. Not that there's anything wrong with 7, that I just personally like when it's that crew of people. So I was hoping that they were going to be coming back for 9, because when people were talking about, oh, they're making a Resident Evil 9, I'm like, oh, please bring back Jill and everybody. But I guess not. I mean, maybe, but I think they would show them because that would be a selling point.
Or imagine like if you could do a Resident Evil game kind of researching your way through their adventures to get whatever they have done before in some of the previous games. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Follow their
I'd play it.
footsteps. If you could be some sort of psychic and then you could totally overlay like nostalgia bait to the max, honestly.
Yeah, but it
And
works
use the same
if it's
maps.
done right too. It works. Then if
Yeah.
it's actually done properly, then
You can
A
kind
win-win.
of do nostalgia and stuff with it, because she will have seen, if it does do it later, she will be going around essentially having flashbacks to what happened before. So you could add anything to that, or anyone. They're like her old memories and stuff. I don't know. I always liked, even just from streaming, I much prefer first person to third. And I'm interested to know whether they'll go back, because that'll probably be off customer preference. They'll know by now whether the first person stuff worked in 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I don't mind first person.
I much
No.
prefer, I
Yeah.
especially in a horror game, but even in shooters and everything. I think it's way more immersive. You get more involved in the game than
It feels like you're the person for
when
sure.
you stare at the back of someone's head. You're removed from the experience. It's not
It's
you.
also hard
it's the
to
person you're
shoot.
watching. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, even just gameplay wise, it blocks a load of your screen. You have to aim at a reticle rather than the center of your screen, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we will
You can
see.
also
I
look
know
around corners with it.
there's no gameplay footage, but I have hope.
Archosi says it said this one should cap off Leon's trilogy, Resident Evil 2, 4, and 9.
Oh, really?
I love Leon.
Said that.
Guess we'll see. All right, let's see if this works.
Wicked really perked up at the name Leon then.
I love the chat understands. I love Leon Kennedy. Here's one that let me see. Here's one that I don't know if I want to say I'm excited for, but I like pirate games. So this one it looks kind of interesting, and if they have like Sea of Thieves, you could sail by yourself and do adventures and stuff, but if this has something like
I thought you meant piracy.
oh no, like a pirate
No, when you
game.
said Sea of Thieves, I immediately thought you like that was a common euphemism for just pirating movies, and my brain just immediately took it that way.
No, but so something that I wish they would put in Sea of Thieves is where there's like I said, you can do adventures yourself, yes, but like GTA, where there's a version of it where you can just play single player and there's, the story, and then you could also play online with your friends. I don't know if that's what this is gonna do, but it might. It might have something like this. It's called Sea of Remnants.
Can you make a Sea of Thieves without the movement so I don't get seasick while I'm playing?
This might be the game for you.
There's normally I've seen many games where there's a seasickness setting and they just turn it down so the camera doesn't shake.
Oh God, because I got legit like sick the last time.
It's
And
I
really
know the one time
easy
I was
to
playing
code
it,
if they
she was
want.
in chat. She's like, I can only last for a few minutes. I want to say hi and I'm lurking. I'm gonna get sick if I watch the game.
Yep.
All right, this should be good now. Let me know if it's like loud enough and everything, and there shouldn't be an echo. We're good. Okay.
Yes.
We're getting like a 3 FPS trailer. I don't know what it's over in the chat.
It looks bad in chat or on the screen.
It looks bad on the screen.
I'm getting like 3 FPS. I don't know whether it's better out to the stream than it is here or.
Okay, let me see if I can find the trailer on YouTube.
Yeah, look that up.
Is it a minute and 23? Oh no, that's from 2 months ago. What's it called? Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Remnants. Sea of Remnants.
Sea of Remnants.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the rest of them up on YouTube as well.
Okay, there we go. I got it.
Okay.
That was awful. God awful, Twitter.
That's better.
That's better. Okay, I'm gonna find the rest of these on.
Okay.
My old man always said to me,
I don't know if we'll get clipped for the song, but I'll just talk
Probably.
over it. I know I muted it on my. I muted it on Wicked's World.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I forgot.
That's okay. We can pause throughout. So far, I'm not getting seasickness. That's not bad. I like it.
Well, a lot of times as well, if you get motion sick in a video game, if you increase the FOV, helps because your brain knows it's not real.
Yeah.
get a ship.
It looks way better than the previous Sea of Thieves. Oh my God. The graphics are so good. Okay. Can you catapult yourself off of a cannon in the?
You could in the first game, fire yourself out.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's cool.
Oh yeah, you can. And my crew always shoots my dogs out of them.
That's nice.
They're so mean.
Look, if you run out of ammunition, what else are you gonna fire?
I think this game looks good.
Where
It's
there's a
giving
will, there's
me
a
like
way.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag meets Sea of Thieves because like the sneaking up and you know what I mean. Like, that's what I'm getting out of it. I think it looks good. I'm definitely gonna try it out, so you guys can find out from me at least
Ooh, look at
how
all
good
that
it
booty.
is.
Ooh, Ariel, what's up?
Okay, let's see. I'm pulling up all the trailers on YouTube.
This looks decent.
Yeah, I thought
think
so too.
the graphics are amazing on it, honestly.
Mhm. It's good. I feel that it's gonna do much better than Skull and Bones.
Oh, it's still music. Sorry.
Yeah, it'll be music all the way. You don't really miss anything with the.
No, there's no
Just music.
dialogue or anything, so
I wonder if the islands are going to be more extensive. From the trailer, it looks like it is, but this also is technically a city.
yeah.
I imagine it'll just be more of the same. Just an updated thing, which is probably what the people that play it want. Want that with just new content, updated graphics, and it's one of the things that some games do. They start changing everything. It's like, no, this is no longer the game I played.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I think it looks really good. I'm definitely gonna
I'd be down
get
to lurk and not watch you play it.
that. Just in case. We don't want
Just in case.
seasickness.
No. Well, all good. I know there's games some people can play, some that you can't.
Yeah. No, I have the same thing. It's not like a seasick thing, but it's really weird. There's certain graphics that like the lower ones only on PC though, that if I play it after a certain amount of time, like an example is Left 4 Dead 2. I love that game so much and I can play it, but if I do more than like 2 campaigns, I start feeling sick. So
You
I
need
can
to
only
zoom
do
out the FOV. That's
Okay.
common.
I
It
think
is just
you
motion
told me that
sickness.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people have it with, especially shooters. Which one of the reasons some people prefer third person because they don't get it then.
Yeah, I prefer first person, but it's only, the only first person shooter that I could think of that's happened to me is Left 4 Dead 2, so I'll have to zoom out like you said.
Yeah, the wider the thing is, the more it just because that's one of the issues. It's the reason why you get sick and things is because what your eyes see doesn't match what your body knows is happening. So your body thinks you've been poisoned, and then it tries to make you get rid of the poison. So if you align what you're seeing, then it works better.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I can X this out. I'm gonna share the Marvel one here. It should sound better. Share the tab. I'm actually
Marvel game?
I'm
They've not done
actually
well historically.
well, this one actually looks pretty good. It's a
a
Japanese
fighting
fighting
game.
game. I
I
actually
heard
want
people
to.
saying they liked it.
I like how this looks. I think I might wait. I'm not gonna jump on it immediately, but this looks like a game that I could have a good time playing.
自由のために戦う。さあ、お手並み拝見といこう。
That finger looked a bit dodgy until they
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。よし、本気でやるぞ。
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dragon Ball Z. I've never played those games. My brother's into them, so I've seen a lot of the Dragon Ball Z games getting played. And this, like, especially when they go up in the air, it
This could
reminds
look
me of
fun.
it. Yeah, it looks fun.
With the whole juggling aspect.
What'd you say?
The whole juggling aspect is a common fighting thing. I think all fighting games have it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just
Same
the
thing.
aim is to keep your opponent in the air, because then they can't fight back. It's like,
And the girls don't look too bad.
私の名前の通りマーベラス
親愛なるスパイダーマンだ。スパイリーセンス。今日もお見事大勝利。
I wouldn't use her as an example because she's a kid. They're not gonna that's Kamala Khan, right? They're not gonna sexify her. But I remember the other ones look pretty
It's
decent.
definitely more risque than even what Marvel has put out, though.
Yeah.
On she wore pants.
It's true.
俺とやり合うってか。調子が出てきたぜ。俺様の名はスターロード。胸に刻んでおきたい。
What'd you say?
we are
Yeah,
back
I
to
think-
1 FPS.
I think your internet. It's your internet.
Yeah, whenever you pause it and stuff, it was
messes
dodgy
up.
at the start, but every time you paused it, it got worse.
Okay, let me see if I can share it then. Where are you at 106?
I won't pause the next one. We'll just let it play all the way through.
No,
I'll mute
no,
it.
it's all good.
Well,
It's all
if I-
good.
Yeah, it's probably more an internet thing.
Yeah.
That's better.
Wow. The graphics are really decent in this.
Yeah, it looks a little choppy for me. Maybe I'll hop out and hop back in a minute and see.
Wait, this went choppy when the action started. It's just
Oh, really? Damn
better
it.
than
Maybe
what Wick
Discord has
was.
the best internet. Damn. I like it in Japanese.
Me
The
too.
dialogue.
Oh well, Marvel Rivals was the same. Like over here, you had like I am Groot. They had I am Grooto. It was so much fun.
Well, like, male voices are super masculine. They get like so deep, and girls are like kind of cutesy and high pitched. So. I would say if I saw people play this and they had a lot of fun, I would likelier buy it than
I love
even
fighting games.
Witcher.
Yeah, I like fighting games though, so I think I would. I'm gonna hop out and then hop back in and see if that fixes anything because I don't see
Mhm.
any internet issue, so it could be a stream yard issue. I'll be right back.
Could be. Yeah. It was because when the action kicked off, everything kind of slowed
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Well, I just action games are very you either play loads of them or you play none of them. So that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and I've played Mortal Kombat, and you know, it's very repetitive. Oh, fight,
Yeah,
fight, fight.
the skill in it is like memorizing all the combos and stuff and learning all the animations and things. That's not my idea of an entertaining game, so I kind of stay away from them. I think the last fighting game I played was Tekken 2. That was
Oh,
just
I love the
against
Tekken
AI.
games.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that. If I want to do fighting, I can think of like I'd rather play a Souls game than a game like Mortal
Those
Kombat.
games are hard.
Sorry.
Yeah, even the Souls games. I liked Elden Ring specifically because it was open world. No intention of playing the other ones.
All
I like
right.
Night Rain.
Night Rain, I heard a lot of people enjoying it. It's
Really good.
steep learning curve though, because obviously
Well, yeah,
multiple
but
bosses.
It's just Elden Ring, but faster, and I don't think I think there are a lot of people who are used to being able to take as much time as they could in Elden Ring, whereas in this, no,
Yeah.
it's run. So you have to actually like the fighting.
You have to be good at fighting.
Well, it's not like the end bosses, right? In Elden Ring, you can just repeat that and run your face into the wall until you eventually memorize all the moves. In this, you will meet them once every 40 minutes, and you have to actively concentrate on the moves while you're there. And I think that's a bit of a different change of pace for some people.
Well, you know what? Actually, wait for X-Ray to get back, and then we'll look at this. I just won't. We'll see what happens. I just won't pause. I'll just mute if we want to like talk about something. But hopefully that fixed it, hopping in and out, because my internet's like okay right now, so I think it might be StreamYard.
Probably because like one trailer was absolutely fine, then the next one you played was awful. So
Yeah, I think it's StreamYard. Gollum's half botched circumcision left over. Yes, everybody loves me, especially Gary. He's about to pull the plug on me if I super chat again when guests are on. See you tomorrow. Yo. Thank you, Gollum.
It's like, yes, he only wants successful circumcisions over there.
W writer for 5. Take it from a guy the same age group as Tom, Brad, and Keanu. It's 55 to 99% movie magic now for them. Yeah.
Yeah, but even in this, he's just walking out of a scene and he's limping. Like, his knee is destroyed. It's not, oh, I can't do activity and then it's destroyed. No, his knee is just all the time gone. And so I don't think it even really matters if it's movie magic. If he has to do a kick with a camera on his face, it's gonna hurt his leg if that's the one he's kicking off, kind of thing.
Yeah. Jason Webster for another Australian 5. Thank you. Hi to the vivacious X-Ray girl, good conversationalist, wicked virtue, and third Dan black belt of rapier wit disparu.
The moment I saw Dan's name, I'm like, is he gonna talk about feet? Every time
Lewis,
Dan's mentions it's feet something.
yeah, or Poop Gang, because that's his
Yeah,
new
yeah.
club. For 2, Superman greater than Fantastic Four. I'm sure it will be.
Yep.
I don't want to say that I have high hopes or that I'm even cautiously optimistic about Superman, but I want it to be good. I want it to be a good film. So we'll see. I'm gonna go see that one in theaters. I don't know about Fantastic Four. I may ask somebody to, send me a pirate
What did Captain America
version of it, but I will actually go see Superman because I feel like if I'm gonna enjoy it, the theater experience will make it better because that's just like an actiony, we'll see. But I do agree that I think we can safely say that it's going to be better than Fantastic Four.
I think loads of people
Thanks, great Scott.
because I think on FNT they're going it's like 650 with what their box office predictions. Captain America got 415. I think it'll get less than that.
Wait, the newest one, Captain Falcon?
Brave New World got 415 total, according to Box Office Mojo. I think it'll get less than that. I for some reason, everyone thinks Fantastic Four is some massive brand that'll just pull people into the audience. No, not to random normies. It was a film a very, very long time ago that everyone's forgotten. Apart from that, they haven't heard anything about them since. Whereas Captain America is a brand name that they know, and they still didn't go and see it. So what are these people gonna go and watch for? Pedro Pascal?
He has
he's
a
the
fan
only
base,
name.
unfortunately.
He's the only actual named actor that anyone would even care about out of those 4 people, and people don't like him because he's in everything, and he's off-putting. I think everything in that is gonna be worse than Captain America, and I don't think Superman will be worse than Captain America, box office wise.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry, I accidentally started the trailer. Austin Harn for $9.99. That picture of Will Smith gives me questions I don't want answered. If Sue Storm is the leader because she's important, then arguably all 4 of them are the leaders. Yeah, fair point.
But they all have dangly bits. That's the problem there, so they can't be leaders.
That is such a weird line to come back to. They all have dangly bits.
Yep.
Yeah.
A list of body parts and names for them went through my head that I could use.
Dangly bits.
I'll go to good old reliable.
Let's keep it PG.
I have dangly bits, like my earlobe. They dangle.
Disbrew didn't think you were gonna go there. I can see the
No,
eyebrows.
I didn't like. That is a clip of just X-Ray going, I have dangly bits. I was like, all right.
You're welcome.
Eric Stratton for $7.77. That leader.
One of my favorite clips is just Blabs going, look, that's massive. It's the size of my whole hand.
Wow.
I can't remember what it is. There's some kind of logo or something on her screen, and she's putting her hand up over her monitor to judge.
Blabs has foot and mouth syndrome like I do. I understand.
That lead character in that video game looks like Elsa drank whiskey and smoked cigarettes for 20 years and is taking Ozempic. Oh,
Which one?
Siri from which thank you, Eric. Ian for 50. Thank you, Ian. Remember that traumatic incident you never wanted to relive? Good news. I've got a case for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how in every other TV show and stuff, I don't think you should do this because you're far too emotionally connected to it. And they're going, no, I want to do it. I have to sort something out. This is the other way around. It's like, I will make you unable to make correct decisions in your life.
Louis G for 2. Disparu is a pirate of the Red Sea. He.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because he was talking about periods, I think.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think you're correct.
Unfortunately, I think you're correct.
I think I had some kind of mental block of disgust involved in that one.
Minor Zircon for 2. Who just bought a pineapple? This guy.
Oh, Minor Zircon. Are you going to make a pizza with that pineapple?
Ooh.
Disgusting.
Imagine buying a perfectly normal pizza because you're too ashamed to actually show how filthy of a degenerate you are by ordering a pineapple one, and then you add your own pineapple at home.
Pizza. Do not say blasphemous things about it.
Yeah, well, every time you phone them to order a pineapple pizza, they think you're a disgusting degenerate.
I don't mind that. I am
They're just
disgusting
coincidentally
in so many
correct.
other ways. It's not just my pineapple on pizza, and I'm okay with it.
Like, that's my whole life, actually.
Yeah, that's my
I only buy
brand.
pineapple pizza to brag. If I'm like this with food, imagine how bad I am everywhere else.
I'm like the Asmongold of homes, but with pineapple on pizza.
you just scroll the camera around, and there's just like 50 million
Pizza
bottles.
all over.
And
Why do you think there's a
and boxes
curtain here?
of pizza.
It's just boxes and boxes of pizza. I sleep on boxes of pizza. That'd be disgusting.
Just throws them behind her when she's finished.
All done. Nick Hammerschmidt for $9.99. You mentioned fighting games. Do you all play Super Smash Bros? And if so, who's your main? So I used to play all the time, actually, with friends, like couch games. I've never actually played online. My main was actually Robin from Fire Emblem, but I've never actually played that game. I just really liked. I got very good at the game Smash Brothers with Robin, so that's who I mained. I also like Donkey Kong because I liked doing the smashing and making people fall off. But Robin was my main.
No, like I said, my last fight game was Tekken 2, where I used to really like the sort of the angel demon character. And I remember there was this wrestler that wore like I think it was a tiger head. He was always cool.
He was so cool. Okay, let's see if this is better now since I left and came back.
Psychotic mongoose, I hate you.
First light. Okay. If we're gonna talk, I'll just mute the sound instead of pausing it. Maybe that'll make it better.
Oh
as
no,
well.
you'll want to hear the talking, I think.
Yeah. We're going to play Spot the Englishman.
I think it's a StreamYard issue, not internet, because my internet's fine. And since it was working okay at one point, and then so I think it's a StreamYard issue, but here we go. Let me know.
That's better.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are?
Welcome, Miss
Don't think
Moneypenny.
we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
I think he looks like Ethan from Mission Impossible more than a James Bond.
He looks like he's wearing pajamas.
He looks like a modern day Zoomer twin. This is bad for a guy which hasn't been through any hardship in his entire life.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
That'd be cool.
And also, I don't think he kind of goes with... I don't want to pick the Bond. That's more Bond.
Jet lag. Gets
Hi,
me every
cutie.
time.
Yep.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
Never
With
works.
respect, Mom. To hell with that.
At least he's got the gadget.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because I want him to have consistent gadgets across the gameplay so that we can get used to making some sort of strategy.
Normally in these kind of games, you start off with like basic stuff, and then as you get through, you get more and more gadgets over time. So, yeah, your starting equipment should stay the same, and then they just get more complicated.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, this is like a before he was Bond, right? But I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to wait for a few people to maybe play it and see some more gameplay and get the reviews before I would actually buy it. If it's good, I'd get it. It's giving Uncharted vibes, which isn't a bad thing because I like those games. But
it is if you're making a bod game.
yeah, that's what I mean.
And
Like
this is the thing. There was no before Bond. He was privately educated in, I think it was Eton, where he got done. Like, this has always been an English gentleman. He has never been a Zoomer twink. Like, this has never happened in his entire life. This is a very modern Zoomer twink take on what they think young people are. I don't think people can, like, appreciate what people used to be like back then. They were superior people when they were younger. They weren't children until they were 28. It didn't happen.
Yeah. Is it still okay?
Yeah. Took a few seconds to recover, but it's fine.
I think the driving looks good in the
Tell me,
game.
what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
Yeah, he should be wearing a suit there.
He's like, I've been playing Minecraft. Like, towards the end of the trailer, I think they more nailed, like, the atmosphere and the environments and stuff.
Because they were still talking?
It just makes me... Well, no, the settings of where he was. He's on yachts.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
He's surrounded by the rich, the great, and the bold kind of thing. Whatever the phrase is. But that is not Bond. That picture isn't Bond. Like, all of this stuff, it just makes me annoy it more that you can't even nail the character.
He looks more like Tom Cruise.
They knew he was a Zoomer twink,
Yeah, he
and so they're
does.
like, we'll just scar him up a bit. That'll fix it. Like, no.
Yeah, scar him up a bit. No, he's supposed to be... James Bond's not scarred up, at least not on the face.
You can scar him. What I mean is, they've scarred him there because they saw his face normally and realized he was a Zoomer twink. And Bond never looked like a Zoomer twink. Like, this is a guy who his entire life has been doing rough stuff. They were more experienced, and it showed. Like, go and look at people that were 18 and went into World War II. They look different than they do not look like Zoomer twinks. Because what you do shows on you. They're more weathered. And that is just... I know. I have a license to kill and make TikTok videos.
The TikTok.
I have a license.
The dancing TikToks, okay?
Yeah. He'll do like a selfie with a corpse and be like, look, just taking out another one, lads.
I'd be interested to try it just because I haven't played a Bond game since GoldenEye.
He likes his martini triggered.
Wow. Toxic.
I like that.
With a dash of masculinity.
I like that. It's a good one.
I mean, it looks interesting enough. At least it won't be the level of Dustborn.
No, I don't think so.
I think it'll
They
be...
have to try really hard to make anything that level.
Everyone said, it's being made by the same company that made Hitman, and they like the Hitman games. Great, you'll get a Hitman game. You don't think you're going to get a Bond game. There were some recognizable Bond bits in there, but I think you have to nail the basics, which is Bond, his gadgets, his car, what MI6 looks like, what Moneypenny looks like, before you go off and start exploring the world to all the foreign locations, which seem to be its strength. Because then they don't have to actually do English culture, which seems to be what they're scared of showing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
interesting.
let's see. Oh, sorry, my camera was still up. I forgot.
I never played the Hitman game, so I don't really have a basis of that.
I haven't played them either.
I hope it's less of the Hitman and a bit more action-y. Because there used to be James Bond games back in the day, and they were more shooters, whereas Hitman is more stealth, planning out, more assassinations, getting away in secret. And I've always think Bond's a bit more actiony than never trying to get caught.
Yeah. We'll see. I think they could have done something really interesting. Like a couple people in the chat said, like, to remaster GoldenEye, which I loved the GoldenEye games. Well, for 64.
To today's graphics would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But would they change things? Don't change things too much, okay? Please,
Just update the graphics. Keep it just as silly and campy as the other game was. Just good graphics. So you know what? This Drew's been waiting for this. I didn't open this one on.
Wait, there was apparently at E3 2010, Nintendo revealed GoldenEye 007, a remake of the 1997 game. Apparently, it has already been remade.
Oh.
Unless it never reached the light of day, but it was announced in 2010.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, it released in 2010. Yeah, so it's already had one remake.
Okay, we need another remake. A remake.
I think there's probably a limit to how much you can like
Like,
improve the
re-re?
graphics of an N64 game.
Growing up, did you guys used to like re like when you call someone retarded? Okay, re. That's right.
No, we just
An
call
American
them
thing.
retards. we
Yeah.
would just use the word.
Oh,
That's never been. I know people are like, oh, there was a time when you couldn't say it. That never happened in the UK. I think that was an American culture. Oh, well, that word's really serious.
I don't know if this is gonna look. If not, we gotta find this. Do
I can find the YouTube one, I'm sure.
you want to do the YouTube one instead? Mike says this can't be real. This is like the most unironically racist game I've ever seen. Yeah, we'll let you find it and you can share it. Also, hi Mike. I think Mike might have been.
How
in the
long was
chat
that
earlier.
trailer?
It was. Hold on.
Oh, I've got the Epic Games one.
You got it. Okay.
Or do you want me to share it? I'll put it in the chat. I can do it.
Yeah, I can share it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, it does look like Dustborn. I remember that.
Oh gosh.
I haven't seen this one yet, guys.
Hang on. Should we I'll share the actual tweet because I think you need the setup for the video before you actually watch the video, because the description of what this trailer actually is in itself. I'm amazed you made this game, right?
Yeah.
So, Epic Games announcing Relooted, an African futurist heist game. So, in other words, it's set in the future. I don't know why we've had to come up with a special name for it. Where they're still robbing, where you reclaim real African bought artifacts from Western museums. This is just Robin Hood. Even in the future, we can't stop thinking of everything as a target. The game. It is an amazing thing that they're like, no, what you're going to be doing in the future? You're going to be building civilization? No. We're just going to be taking other people's. As a pitch for a game is absolutely wild. And then even the game itself is just stereotypes the entire way through.
Of course. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Afrofuturist.
What is that?
African futurist.
Wait, is that real?
That's the
I'm
word
laughing,
that
it might be a
Epic
real
Games,
term.
Epic Games used the word. No, it's not a real term, but somebody made it up because they wanted to feel smarter than saying the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
It's like African-centric and everything.
78
really
likes.
What
People are
powers
super
will I
excited for
have?
this.
What powers
Yeah.
will I have? Can I recall my ancestors and learn their ways of fighting?
Asian, what is it?
No, because if you recalled your ancestors and spoke to them about this time period, you would come to the rather unfulfilling truth that all of these things were bought and you don't own any of them and you're just a thieving piece of scum. That's what their ancestors would tell them.
Actually, it makes a good point. When it's really humid and I go outside in Florida, I do turn into an Afrofuturist. It happens. My hair gets big. And X-Ray is an Asian futurist.
She's constantly moving
If we're
into
just
the future,
making up
second by
words, why
second.
can't I make up terms?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm a time traveler 1 second at a time.
Wow, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Am I gonna have to mute this or is it good?
Normally game trailers are fine with the music. But if it's not like an actual music song, you'd normally fine.
Oh, okay.
Promises made and broken.
Full screen it?
Is it stealing to take back what was stolen?
Stolen?
Yes.
Who's stealing them?
Stolen.
Us.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was a bloke.
Who's
What are they
stealing?
wearing? Go back, please. What are they wearing?
That was a bloke as well.
Aw,
I'm pretty
darn it,
sure.
I forgot that YouTube does that. Hold on, let me.
I mean, YouTube does that.
When I do back, like it goes like a big chunk instead of just like a couple seconds.
That's what it's
There we
supposed to.
go.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
this is Dustborn.
Okay,
What the heck?
let's guess the gender.
Oh my god. Okay. The one
girl.
on
Wait, left to
Girl.
right. Otherwise, we're
the
gonna.
left. Oh, the one up at the
Kidding.
one sitting like a little boy.
one?
That's definitely a boy.
That's
Boy.
yes, very camp boy.
That's very beta
Yes.
position.
Yeah, I think that'll be a common trait.
And he's up in the background. So that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, woman. is the leader, obviously.
The one on the left, that's not the leader though. She's like
No,
to
top
be
left,
leader
up
with
on the hill is a boy. Then
the yellow
bottom
shirt.
left, yellow shirt. That's a woman. She is the leader.
That is definitely a woman. Now she might actually be like pansexual or a lesbian.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's not a bigot.
Come on
She
now.
wouldn't want to discriminate.
But yeah, no, definitely. She's not straight. She can't be straight.
Speaking of not straight, the
This is-
tiara. No, we're going left to right. Stop jumping over there. The tiara is next.
The
We can all
tiara
do.
is-
We all know how to read. We do it.
That's
Definitely
definitely
gay.
Definitely a gay
Man.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Very
is Cutie
flamboyant.
Gatua's next role. He's finished
Oh, yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Who, and now he's wearing a tiara.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think this is a lady. This is
It's an old granny.
Gammy.
She's
is
also taking the Cutie Gatua pose of sticking her ass out, just in the hopes
What's up
that
with,
someone
like-
gets desperate.
What's up with everyone's butts being stuck out like that?
she's making it. She's popping it for. I mean, look at this guy's looking. See? Oop, oop, oop.
Yeah, he same reason he drinks his milk past its by date.
Oh my god. Why can't you
likes-
drink your milk from the desk like everyone else?
Yeah.
Right? Heathens.
He likes it like he likes his steak.
Oh, I'm sorry, not
aged.
heathens. Cretins. That's what this brew says. There you go. I'm gonna start talking like this brew. And this
that
is
guy-
the.
You skipped
Yeah,
it.
Sorry,
Well,
sorry, I
you
skipped
skipped-
booty
Yeah.
looking man.
She's obsessed with that guy's ass. She keeps flicking back to that one all the time.
I know.
I'm sorry, it's so fit. I
You
can't help
flipped
it.
too fast, Wicked.
The bald guy
I'm
would
leaving,
be a
bye.
perfectly acceptable guy, and then they covered him in pink and like blue and yellow and
What is
rainbows
with the
and stuff.
sash?
I think it's to make him a feminist. I think that's what
And
it
then
is.
the capri pants with the socks.
Listen, men should never wear capris. You either wear pants or shorts.
Well, also, why does he have a bigger chest than the women?
Don't wear capris.
Why do the women don't have a chest at all? Okay.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
what I
have a
mean.
lack of chest.
Whereas he sticks out and then goes back in. So that is just he's got the massive moves going on.
Well, this is the feminization of man.
Yeah, the thing is, this game is made by Africans. So all of this is how they want to be seen. It's pretty wild.
As thieves? They're like, we're gonna
Yes.
steal.
No. But the thing is, they don't think that they're thieves. They think they're just reclaiming what was theirs in the first place.
Does Director X have something to do with this?
I wish.
This
Can you
was like you
imagine?
just.
I
just
want to
started
see Disco
something in
Ball
me
face
that was
back again.
on. His bromance with Director X.
Yes. Think
He
about
is.
the bones. Think about the blood. Think about the.
Yeah, no, but
Think about your
bald-
groin area. This is all a direct quote from him.
the bald guy is definitely straight, but he's also a beta, of course.
I mean, I don't know. You would think just by looking at him, yes, but then he's covered himself in pink and rainbow colors.
I think he is a bear then.
I don't think anyone that wears a pink sash, it's like, and hangs around these women and people. I'm not even sure if you hang around these people, you could be straight in the first place.
Okay, well, I won't be wearing pink sashes then.
You're a woman. This is an entirely different. This is like. Oh, I was going to say actually he should be 6 foot, but they're all kind of the same height. There isn't really much height differences between them at all.
No. I
So
mean,
he's probably about 5'5".
this one?
The bald with a bald
Oh, this
guy.
one. Oh,
Yeah, because he's about the same height as the women.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to hoop earrings.
Sasquatch Rita.
The one
Rena.
that drew Wicked's eye immediately. She's like, "Whoa, that looks like Leon."
It does.
I really like a man in bangles.
I mean, is this Shang-Chi but like the blackface version?
Wouldn't that just be Black Panther? What? I mean, it is, isn't it? Someone
Okay,
needs
what
to
was
tell
that
this guy that
noise?
red and green clash.
Did you just- what was
You
that
can't be
noise?
this camp and this bad at fashion. That's not allowed.
Also there's like straps on straps on straps. I don't understand the need. Well, I guess unless it holds
he's
a
just
gun.
sending a signal that he likes it. That's what that is.
He's wearing
he
some
wants to be
80s
tied
boots.
up.
It's like, yeah, you take me back. Don't worry. I've brought the chains.
Those are Yeezys before Yeezys got canceled. Or are they
I
Jordans?
know those are
I don't
shoes,
know.
but I don't know what they look like.
They look like space boots.
Well,
Why is this guy's or what did we say if it's a girl or a guy?
that's a guy. Gotta be.
I thought it was a girl.
What, at the end?
Yeah.
On the hoop earrings.
Yeah.
If that's a girl, that would make sense. If it was a girl and they are more muscular and taller than any of the men,
yeah,
I could see that. I think they've definitely taken like a male everything, but I could see them just making it a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a woman, to be honest.
They probably speak. We will. I'm sure we'll find out.
We'll find out.
If it talks like this, then it's probably a woman.
If it talks like this.
Yeah.
Listen, that is a Sasquatch woman. I'm calling it.
It's the tallest one there. That's why I'm like, I'm definitely
Tallest and the biggest. She probably got bigger balls than all the dudes in this show.
Okay.
The size of the earrings.
Continue.
Who's stealing them?
Us.
It's time to get out of there.
2D?
Let me introduce
Well, it's 3D, but the camera is on a 2D plane. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
a friend of mine.
The
Smart,
action looks as bad
agile.
as Dustborn, which, I mean, obviously had very little action. It was more of a story.
I think this will be that as well. I think you'll have the odd problems, essentially like a puzzle mission is what these things generally are. And then there'll be some there'll be some FMV sequence where they'll be like, oh, look, we're doing this. You'll have the evil Western guy that tries to stop them stealing like the scum they are. And they're like, no, we're the good guys, really. We need to overthrow the Empire.
Mm-hmm. God. And you're going to fight robot vacuums or security robots, I guess?
Well, I mean, it'll be the first time they've touched a Hoover, I guess. I mean, looking at those people, they don't look like they've got the cleanest houses.
God. This is
I am playing this game, by the way.
I
saw
think I'm
this and I
playing
was
this
immediately
game.
like, this is my game.
Where is it on Steam?
I'm gonna go pro.
How bad do you think the sales are for this compared to Dustborn? I think it's actually going to do worse. Relooted. And putting it on my wish list, y'all.
I added it to my wish list
Oh,
immediately.
woke great girl's gonna come back. She's got the blue wig.
my
She's
pink
ready.
hair. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, pink. Well, you had pink and blue, so she.
And
who
blue,
knows?
yeah.
You don't know who's gonna show up. Yeah, Mongoose caught it. She will be back. Okay, let's finish this.
And we'll let you look into places with the tightest security.
I could probably bench press every one of them.
See, I told you that was a girl. I told
Yeah.
you that was a woman.
I could bench press everybody. I've been
That
on
was Big Ben.
steroids.
I just almost went Russian. My God, I can't do accents.
I had to steal all of my stuff from a gym. That's where I had my first gig.
The locksmith strikes again.
A locksmith? He just punched on the door. Did you see that? He goes, a locksmith strikes again, and he just punches a door. What? That's how he breaks the lock.
But guys, this is the tightest security. Even like James Bond can't make it through here. But
That's
these
because
guys,
James Bond owns this. He's English. He got all of his property legit.
oh my God.
Listen, are you having second thoughts?
No. Just hoping you won't get me killed.
Yeah.
I'm hoping though.
Oh my God, it's a woman! Did you see the boobs? Did you see the boobs?
Go back a little bit.
It's a magician.
We saw real boobs. Yeah.
Right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Although even then, that would be perfectly normal on a man that also took steroids and had that body.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that is a male body.
We're still
And,
figuring it out, okay, guys?
Oh no, it's definitely a woman because you could tell by the voice. It's a female voiceover artist, but yeah.
Guys,
nothing
this
about
is
that
your
character.
top tier looting LA gang.
What is it? It's like what? Imagine what you would be in the future, and they just went thieves.
LA simulator.
LA simulator.
I know what you and your little crew
are doing.
Nobody threatens my family or my friends and gets away with it. So we are going to do whatever it takes to take back Africa's belongings. And we're going to do it together.
And where are you putting them? This re-seizure of property. You're sticking them in your own house.
What did you say, Disper? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you either. Sorry.
It is, she's like, we are going to take back these artifacts because this is like a re-seizure of assets. And what's she doing with them? Oh, yeah, she's sticking them in her own house, in her own vault. It's like,
But you
not going to
can't-
return them to a museum over there or anything. No, I want them for my own personal gain, but I'm going to virtue signal over what a good person I am as I steal people's property.
But
And you can't threaten her family or her friends, but she herself
She
can
doesn't
threaten
have
so many
friends.
people who are security, who are the owners of these museums and whatnot. That's fine, as long as it's not to her.
Yeah, it is like there is absolutely, and this keeps happening. This is Ironheart's story. Oh well, I'm just going to steal other people's property because it would be better if I had it and I want it.
God, I
look
can't
at-
wait
there's
for
the
this. I can't wait for this. Wish list now, guys. It's gonna be game of the year. Worst game of the year.
Yep, it's gonna be, that also makes it the best game.
God, because Dustborn. What was the other one that like?
Concord?
Concord.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that's what you were thinking of.
Yeah, that was the worst of the years last year. Bring it on, Relooted.
Imagine making a game and you're like, okay, I think this will represent our country in the future, and you choose those people as characters. Like, no, we're just gonna have everything just be like weirdly effeminate and covered in pink.
X-Wing, are you still here?
I can
Thank you for
smell that development studio.
Thank you for the 10. System make best food. Ultra famous home make good spicy chicken sandwich. Did you make the chicken sandwich from my Wicked Manja channel? Because it was a very good sandwich. It's on my second
It was
channel.
a spicy chicken sandwich.
It was a spicy chicken sandwich, and it was very good. And I'm thinking maybe he made it.
Maybe.
Thanks. I don't know if he's still here, but thank you. Ultra famous home make good Thanks, I think. Sorry.
Better than being just a famous hoe.
It's true. Ultra, and I make good food. So like
I'm at peak fame of
Hey.
hoeing it.
Hey. All right, sorry. I just like cut. I don't know if we were done talking about that. I just saw that it popped out at me, and I was like, "What?"
No, all good, all
what?
good.
You what?
You-
Did you make the sandwich? Chat needs to know.
I think she meant you were inferior hoe.
I didn't know. I didn't call him hoe. He called me an ultra famous hoe.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. You're an ultra peak famous one, and that means he's just
We're
a
just
lesser hoe.
all
He's a
hoes
hoe
here.
in training. He has to watch your videos
Hoe
to
in
slowly,
training.
like One Punch Man, get better and better until he can be peak hoe.
Oh, he's never living that down now. I'm gonna constantly call him a hoe and train.
An inferior hoe.
Oh
Why can't
no.
I'm an ex-ho with that implication if you want to call him a hoe.
Well, no, because that would mean that he was a hoe and then stopped
I
being one.
know.
Being an inferior hoe is far more insulting. It's like he's really trying to be a good hoe and just fails.
A pata hoe. I like that. Instead of a pata one.
Can we just say we are very close to 500 likes on the stream? I'm gonna
Get
take
there,
a
and
whiskey
X-Ray's gonna
sip.
she's gonna gulp. I'm just kidding.
Yup.
She's gonna take a couple she's gonna
We're
sip
very,
really
very,
big
very
shots.
We're what 33 away from where I see right now. So
Give
we
the
can
like
make it.
button a love tap, please. Thank you.
And I will be well, a drink hoe. I don't know.
I'm just trying to keep up. All right, let me catch up on supers, and then we'll watch some more of these trailers because I feel bad if people are talking about the trailer and we miss it. Like an hour later. Psychotic mongoose for £5. Don't worry, X-Ray. I'm sure nobody will clip you saying I have dangly bits.
Yeah, no one named not psychotic mongoose.
Mongoose
God.
sees all. Like you'll see that clip of big.
Sees all, knows all, clips all.
He's got folders of us.
He definitely does.
He's got
Labeled
like
blackmail.
5 monitors. 1 monitor for X-Ray, 1 for me, Disparu, a couple other people.
It's like a stock
we know
market trader.
we're your favorites, though. So we definitely have our own folders.
Absolutely.
Minor Zircon for 2. I buy my Hawaiian with pepper proudly, good sir. So Minor Zircon, listen. If you get a Hawaiian pizza, that's different than putting pineapple on a red sauce pizza. I just cannot get with that. I'm not big on Hawaiian pizza either. Like that's not my thing. I like
what
my
is
pizza with
pineapple
red
good on
sauce.
then?
Not pizza.
You said red sauce pizza, so
yeah. I mean, like I understand people doing it with Hawaiian because I worked at a pizzeria and we used to sell Hawaiian pizzas. It was an oil-based pizza though, so that could be forgiven a little bit, but it's the red sauce that I'm like
black.
Oh, barbecue
They were
is
just
really good
coated in
with
fat.
Hawaiian and
That was good.
chicken.
I mean,
You could put them in your car and power it with it.
Same
I'm
thing.
getting
Like if you ever want to make a really good breakfast pizza, it's funny because some people are like, well, the eggs are gonna be raw, but it's like, no, you put an egg in like it's gonna cook in the oven. So the way I used to make a breakfast pizza, I still do it like this if I make one. You just make the sauce is seasoned egg, like scrambled eggs,
We're
and then
not
you
your
put all
trainee
your
hose. We don't have to
Listen.
learn from the supreme chef.
I'm sure there's at least one person in the chat that wants to hear this because breakfast pizza is bomb. You load it with cheese, egg, and like bacon, sausage, garlic butter.
Breakfast poutine is better than breakfast pizza.
I'm not saying we should ban like pineapple on pizza or Hawaiian pizzas. You should be allowed to buy them. It's just when it gets delivered, he should shame you. Like you should be actively shamed at the doorstep.
Okay, what kind of
told-
shaming? I might be into this.
Wants to hear this.
No, definitely. Like you're a filthy degenerate. There's nothing low.
oh,
You are
yeah,
the
keep going,
scum
keep
that
going.
ruins the country. It's like you. I have never like this guy should just be like utterly anything's fair game. Like he just sees the lowest hanging fruit about you, and that's blaming you for all the destruction of society.
So
I like that. Keep going.
If you're it's like SAS training. You get stripped naked, put against the wall, insulted in all kind. Like no, this is what they do in the SAS. What they get them
Sign me up.
well it's normally men, right? So they strip the men down and they get women to walk along and in their own rooms and insult like the genitals and stuff because it's meant to be to see like break their spirit and things. But I wouldn't touch you. There was Ultimate Force. If no one's seen it, it's a great show about the SAS.
Oh my god. Wait, what does
Yeah.
SAS stand for? Sorry, I don't
It's
know.
our special forces.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know about them. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a very famous embassy raid. So, like, people what is it? Where they rope down and then they hold, like, explosives over the doors and then just over the windows and then just immediately go in. I think they replicate that in Ultimate Force as one of the missions. But that was all the SAS.
I just can't believe that part of your training is to strip them down and to shame them.
Well, it's like physical and mental
warfare,
like anguish, like trying to break people. So yeah, and all of this is done. They're not just doing it in one day. It's done as a whole kind of thing where you are ultra tired. You've been in stress positions all the time. And then
You know what they should do? They should bring an Asian mom in, and they can definitely dress a person down and make fun of them. Oh, why are you so fat? Why are you so skinny? Why this look like that?
Why are you so fat?
Okay, mom.
They did do a storyline where this woman was trying to get into the SAS, and they do that same scene that you've already seen in previous seasons, and she's clothed, and there's a man talking to her, and this guy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, we can't do that to a woman. Like, yeah, you can. And then he just makes.
Have you
like,
met-
she's not getting special treatment. What do you mean?
Have you met girlfriends before? Girls who are friends? They're way worse.
Yeah, but that's because they don't want you as competition. They are worse because they'll be like, no, of course you should cut your hair short. So that's what people want. You look amazing when you
Pixie
get
cut
fat.
would look great on you. Gain
Yeah.
some weight, get a pixie. Listen, the big.
Anyone who has a pixie cut, if your friends say it looks good, get rid of them. They hate you.
They hate you. Oh my gosh. All right. Super chats. Chris Nicholson for 5. For a clear example of how people in previous generations looked older, look at James Bond himself. Sean Connery was 32 in GoldenEye. Yeah, I have to watch.
Yeah, but
the old
there are
Bond
photographs
movies.
of like 18-year-olds that joined the army in World
Yeah.
War II and stuff. There's loads of them. They look different now.
Yeah, it's true. Lewis G for 10. It hurts that you guys didn't put that. This is a Jason Bourne game remake more than a
couldn't
new
think of the
Bond
name
game.
of the movies.
Oh, that
'Cause
should have been a Hitman game.
I even think that Daniel Craig is a Jason Bourne film, not a Bond film.
I
So-
shouldn't watch the stream drunk. Too many super chats. It's a Lewis. We appreciate
yeah,
you.
I was thinking that chat. Sean Connery wasn't in GoldenEye. It was
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Bertie.
Brosnan.
Pierce. Oh, Mobland. Oh my god. Such a good show.
I have to start that.
You
Carlos Lima for 5. Yeah, I've heard it's so good. I just finished what did I finish? Give me a second, it'll come to me.
And it also does because there's loads of characters, but it introduces them properly. So the first episode focuses on a few, shows you those characters, and then the other ones get introduced as the episodes go on and built into the story. It's just basic storytelling that people no longer know how to do anymore. It's like, it takes us 8 episodes to introduce all these ones because we're flicking all over them 10 characters an episode.
I'll start it. I've been meaning to. I have it on my list. Carlos Lima for 5. Hello to the best trio on YouTube. Who would win in a fight? James Bond, Ethan Hunt, John Wick, Jason Bourne, Jack Ryan, or Jack Reacher? So some of these characters I don't know, but I'm just go with John Wick.
John Wick
He's
only
a Baba
because
Yaga.
he literally cannot die, it seems.
Well, if it's just a straight up fight in a room with a gun, yeah, it's John Wick.
Yeah.
But other ones have more things. So, like, if they're in a city and they were placed at far ends of the city,
Ethan Hunt.
And so they had to trap each other and stuff. Yeah, but James Bond is stealthy. Ethan Hunt would come up with more kinds of plans. I think Jack Ryan and Jack Reacher, they're just out.
Would they have a team? Or is it just solo?
No, it's just you've got an empty city and you have to find people and kill them. Now, in Ballerina, you actually do see John Wick. That's essentially his pitch. And he seems decent at that. But you'd end up with, like, James Bond's stealth versus Ethan Hunt's intelligence and planning versus John Wick's just skill. And I think the rest would die.
Yeah. Reacher wouldn't do very well because he's kind of just like force. Brute force. In comparison. It's hard to... It depends on the context. Do they have time to plan? Do they have the gadgets?
If it's just like face to face, like he said in a room, I'm going with Wick. Because not only like guns or like good at physical combat, John Wick is great with using his environment. So
a pencil, god damn it!
I know, a pencil. Like there's quite a really a long list of random objects he's used to kill people. So yeah. The Dead Man for 2. Happy Pride Month, Disparu.
I get both. I get Pride Month and Men's Mental Health Month.
Oh wow, so many.
I love that.
I don't know. It seems like it could be sending a bit of message. If we want to put those on the same month, that was probably not the one they wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm just going with John Wick because I don't know all the characters. I haven't seen the Reacher show. I haven't seen the Bourne movies.
Well, Reacher was just military police, so he's good at fighting and stuff, but he's not an assassin. He's not on their kind of level.
Yeah. I think he'd just be so slow compared to like Ethan or John.
Yeah, and like Jack Ryan, he was just military. Again, nothing special about him. What was the other one? Jason Bourne. He seems to be more good in like hand-to-hand stuff and like vanishing into the system, so he's not getting seen going across borders.
He'd make it would be interesting because he'd at least put up a fight, but I don't think he'd beat either of them. So
I don't think he'd even reach them. That's his issue. A lot of his things seem to be like, I'm in a hotel room, someone comes to the door, and so we have a close range fist fight.
Of course he would use his mojo. All he has to do is rip open his, and then all the guys are just gonna fall over. Austin Powers for the win. Why wasn't he even an option?
It's a really old spy game and like parody. Oh.
God, I want to rewatch the Austin Powers movies. They were so good.
You should. I should too. Good. I remember because I'll probably understand some of it more now because I was really young, especially when the first one came out, and it was just like, silly humor. But some of the stuff might actually hit different now that I'm an adult. So, Alucard for 2. They should. Oh yeah, I saw this when we were watching the trailer. They should have never left the cut. Oh,
damn!
They stole the plants and then they never regrew.
Coming in hot. Ian, thank you for another 50. No thought went into this game. Catch pocketry.
Is this like a Scottish
term? No thought
term?
went into this game. Catch pockets.
Catch pockets. Like
Ian,
they're trying to catch money?
Don't know the term Look, he's Scottish. He knows a lot of thieves. They've probably got their own little
They got their own lingo.
nicknames for it. Yeah.
What did you mean there, Ian? Don't worry, you don't have to super chat. We'll see. He'll let us know soon. Because I think I saw him say like stupid autocorrect or something at one point, which happens to Ian a lot during these
Ian, are you
streams.
drunk?
Yeah,
Are
you Google
drunk?
catch pockets, you come up with Dune Awakening. I don't think that's what he's referring to.
Probably not.
Oh, No One Lives Forever. That was the spy game I was trying to think of. Used to be a really old. It was like a female parody of Bond back in the day. It was really good.
Darren Murphy for 10. I'm a Trump supporter. I've already been through all the shaming there is. There's nothing left to be shamed for. Also, barbecue, chicken, bacon, pineapple.
Yes.
We can come up
on
with
a
something.
pizza. Yes.
You
yes.
think we can come up with something? No.
That is perfect. You can maybe add mushrooms.
Ew.
But that is yums. It's a good pizza.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't because Disbrew didn't want to hear it. It's really easy. You scramble the eggs and you make it like the sauce on the dough, and then whatever cheese you want. I usually do mozzarella and cheddar. Cook up some bacon and chop it up, put it on there. Also throw like some sausage. I like to get like ground sausage and put it on there.
She puts some ingredients on a bit of dough, then sticks it in the oven. It's a pizza.
Yeah, and also to make it even better, get some garlic butter and put it around the crust. Ooh.
Butter.
Butter and garlic make everything great. You're welcome.
I love butter.
Butter, I already read that one. Thank you, Darren. Black Cane for 5. In the States, it's called Saratrain. It's survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. It is to condition people for being prisoner of wars. So SF and pilots are what's SF?
Special forces and
Special
pilots.
forces and pilots are sent.
Sorry,
Got it. Okay.
sorry.
I got prisoner of war, and then
Each country has their own kind of training. Some of it goes across, like in this, I know the Americans do it as well. They sit you in a room and they pump tear gas and stuff into it, and then just take your masks off and make you stay there. But it's a really good series and shows you a lot of the training, the kill houses and everything. But just in general, it has good plots, had good missions, a lot of action in it, good characters. There's even one bit in one of the series where he's like, okay, this new guy comes in. And it's like, we're going to send all of your men because I need to know that they're mission ready. So they're all going to go to a therapist, and he's going to sign off that they're all mentally well enough to do this job. And the guy looks at him and is like, they're SES. They're trained killers. They murder people for a living. Half of them enjoy it. You want them to go to a therapist? And it's like, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
All right.
But it was used to have storylines like they were just like really masculine shows of just men going around killing people, and they were great. You don't get those anymore.
Unlike Mobland.
I can't
Yeah,
wait. Maybe
well,
I'll
that's
start
a-
it. I'll probably start it this week.
It's a bit different because it's kind of more about couples. I think the second series is all like it wants to set up husband and wife teams to go against each other. Whereas the SAS, the military, Spartacus, those kind of shows were just men doing men stuff. Like if you've never seen Spartacus, watch Spartacus.
Haven't yet. Ooh, I am so pumped for this
Me
game.
too. Me too. I didn't dislike they did a good job with the Silent Hill remake. I just didn't really like playing it on stream because certain games, just like pace wise, I don't like to stream it. You know what I mean? Like I like it. Like I like the Fallout games, but I don't really like to stream them. If that makes sense. You actually probably
there's lots
you
of
guys
games
get
that-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think this one might be one that's good to stream. But the remake, it was done well. I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. But
Why is it called Silent Hill F?
I don't know. Like
But let's-
F this game, get me out of here.
Hectory's gonna get a jump scare. She's one of the
Thank
only
God.
people I know that get jump scares from like trailers. Like, oh.
I can literally just like I got jump scared in Dune Awakening because a light came through like the corner and it just like as I was turning, I was like, ah! Thinking it was like some big creature.
Well, there we go. The F is silent. Thanks, Adam.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。 私は後から行くね。じゃあね。裏切り者。
They do such a good job creating so much like tension.
Look, if I was like, I'm gonna meet you in a second, you traitor, I'm not meeting you. I don't care how creepy you
I think
are.
I'm a traitor. I don't get it.
I'm like, no, you just call me a traitor. I'm not going to meet you down a
going
dark
home.
alley.
Going
Yeah,
home, bye.
I already know where that's going.
Yeah.
おばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変。俺もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。いや、サコ。
Yeah, I'm not going around that corner.
This is so freaky.
Guy.
Oh, it's Lizzo.
Tentacles.
Lizzo jump scare.
I just love the Frankenstein nature of these creatures. Like they're all like so.
I don't know if that was deliberate. Like, you just went, I just love, and Wicked put the cursor over her chest. I like it at the same time.
I just love chests, guys.
Sorry.
Wait, did she get killed and now she's respawned?
I'm not sure. I think those are just two different scenes.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have a feeling she gets visions of swords, though, from just watching.
I mean, it looks here like she's been killed because that top looks as if it's been absolutely destroyed.
Looks very mangled.
Yeah.
Just
Shredded.
basically has just rings by the end of the game.
きなこはいいよね。何でも持ってる。そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。
That was stupid.
一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。ずっと一緒だよって約束したよね。暗いのは嫌。
Me too, girl.
一人ぼっちは嫌。
I think that's the least of your worries.
Well, would you rather be alone than maybe not alone in a place like this?
Exactly. Like, alone is the best case scenario.
It's true.
This boss or whatever.
Is that her friend?
Just look at her. I don't know.
I'm not sure I like that casting.
裏切り者。
Yup. Looks so freaking good.
I'm sure it'd be really good for me to watch other people play that. I'm never going to play that in my entire life.
It's really fun to watch.
Scary games, just for.
My issue with them is my imagination is so good. I am sitting there crapping myself, imagining what's about to happen next, and then the game is always less than what I imagine, but it doesn't matter because I've already imagined something worse.
He's so funny. The first time I played Dead by Daylight with him, he got hit once. He's like, "I'm dead. I'm dead." I'm like, "No, you get hit twice." He's like, "No, I'm dead. I'm just dead. It's over." And then he survived his first match. He didn't die. He didn't.
No, I'm kind of known for that. It was the same in Ark Survival Evolved. There'd just be like a T-Rex. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm dead," and then 10 minutes later, I'd still be going, "I'm about to die," and then it's like I'm very good at eking out my survival in games, just about.
Oh.
Cheers,
Here, hold
chat.
on.
Thank you for 500 likes.
Should I full screen you?
No.
Okay.
Why would
I asked first? I never asked to Sprue.
Oh, just really use him to you know,
defy him,
pimp him out.
I'm like the fat friend that makes everyone else look better.
But you're not fat.
You're not fat.
No, but the entire point is that the fat friend is the ugly one. so everyone else looks better in their sort of vicinity.
Cookies is right. He didn't even get hit. He said it as soon as the killer music started. He's like, I'm dead. I'm dead. And, like, he didn't even get
Yeah,
hit
because
yet.
they run faster than you. So I've seen loads of people play that game. So unless you know how to like loop and stuff,
Yeah.
if you just run in a straight line, they will catch you.
I'd
There
be
is no
looping
real
and
way to
booping
escape
in that
them.
game. You gotta loop and boop. You loop
Oh my
and
God.
you boop them
I
with the
just
pallet.
Or you just separate, and then when your allies don't run towards you when they've got the killer after them, you survive.
I've done that a few times. Sorry.
Help me! Get away from me!
It's the clip that Wicked put where she thought I was shouting at her, and in that same clip, I'm like, I'm repairing a generator. He's probably going to lead the killer to me, and as I'm saying, it like runs the guy into my room. Like, you stupid! And then you see Wicked like jump as if I said it to her.
It's like, well now.
Well then.
But it'd be, at least in that game, you can see other people's outlines, so then you could see what was happening on the other side. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. You can kind of see you go, and then kind of deflate again. When
And I
you're like-
remembered, I was like, because I wasn't ready for it, but then I'm like, oh wait, he's not even talking to me. It's fine.
I want to see Epic Mike play this game. I want to see him war cry.
He's
Yeah,
so
I've had
funny
a lot of
in
fun
scary
watching him
games.
play Resident Evil 7.
See, I don't mind playing Resident Evil games in most games, like, including even Dead Space. But when you get to the ones that you can't defeat, where you have to like stun them and then run away, I hate those, like that type of.
You know the worst bit? He had a choice between his wife or that random hoe, and he chose the hoe. I'm like,
For
why?
which one?
Resident Evil 7, there's a choice. Do you save your girlfriend,
Mm.
or do you save this random family member of a different family? And he was
Oh, your
like, no, the
girlfriend.
wife can die.
Your girlfriend! What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I think it's actually the wife. Yeah, he ditched the wife. And she's there like, I'm never going to save you again. I'm like, I have a mission anyway. And then everybody dies. The
Wow.
moment he left, he was like, okay, I'll go back and replay it then if you're all pissed.
Oh,
There we go.
We
Actually,
know
I finished
his,
first shot, guys, by the way.
yeah. We know his loyalties, where they lay.
Like, well, his thing was, she's tried to kill me 5 times. I'm like, yeah, but she's also your wife, and she's possessed by a demon. It's not really her fault.
He's like, no, I'm not bringing her back home. It's a wrap.
I'm breaking up with you.
And then everyone was like, that is the lore ending, because you are supposed to save your wife. It's like,
Mike doesn't care.
All right, what's this one? Dying Light?
Ooh, okay. I love the Dying Light 2 game quite a bit. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens with this one.
I think 1 was better, because 1 focused purely around the parkour and fighting zombies. And when I liked 2 at first, the first area, but when you started to get the parachute and you're going up onto like skyscrapers and stuff, and you had to, all the parkour went out the window, and I didn't like that bit.
I will agree with you on that. The
I
parachute
think,
made it easier.
well, yeah, I think it needs to focus around the parkour and fighting zombies, and not other weird movement mechanics. Give you more parkour, like cool parkour skills and environments.
Hmm. So I'm interested for sure.
Let's check it out. I didn't watch this one yet.
Nor me. Go back to 1 FPS.
Let's see. Still bad?
Yeah. Yeah. It must be something on your like processing in Chrome, I think.
It seems to be after a while. Like when you left and came back in, it fixed it.
Yeah, that's weird. Should I try that? Here, we'll try that again. Hold on. I'll leave and come back again.
But
We only got a couple more trailers.
I'm assuming this is a whole game rather than just an expansion pack, which
No, it's a whole new game. So I checked on Steam and it was let me go to my wish list. But it is a brand new game, 2025 August 21st it comes out.
oh, that's way sooner than expected, because I'd not heard about it until now.
Mm-hmm. I have so many like games on my wish list because there have been so many announcements within the last week.
Yeah, it was the Game Fest.
Yeah.
All of them announced then.
All right, let's try again.
That's better.
Yes.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
Yes, give me some baddies.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Yes, give me parkour.
It's just interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're driving?
I would prefer vehicles.
I don't care.
A parachute?
Parachutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes more sense.
Well, in the expansion to the first game, they added vehicles and things, so kind of works.
How high his walls are, or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
A good revenge story? Okay. Fighting looks so good in this.
Yeah, I think I might have to get this one.
Yeah, that looked like a return to the first game, but also kind of more of a horror kind of vibe in lots of the areas.
Yeah.
As it should be, because it's zombies. And I mean, I'm gonna buy it regardless, because that's how I started playing Sunday Funday, and they did a good job just choosing like fun, crazy, chaotic games. And if this is chaotic, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah, well the combat system was pretty much the same between the two of them, and that's always been a decent thing. Because there was it Zombie Island or something? That's where it kind of came from, and then they started making their own games from that. But it's always been an interesting combat system. I like, though, that there was a whole period where people were like, oh, you can't have revenge, that's bad and immoral. It's like, no, it isn't. Like, if he did something to you, and then you do the same back to him, that's based. And it's like, I have no, like the kind of,
well, and it's
the justice element of it.
It's set in a future where there is no justice. You know, you have these camps and then having to figure out who these leadership people are, and are there going to be rules, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's post-apocalyptic world.
I wouldn't be
rules.
surprised if, given the very little information that was in the trailer, that was kind of the person that sent him to the first game, because he was kind of betrayed in the first game. So it makes sense. If you've now essentially dropped him into a living hell, and you knew exactly what was going on, but you wanted to use him, and then you just betrayed him when he was there, that would make sense for the third game.
I'm down. I'm pumped. This looks so good. Can't wait.
I'll probably get it. A little since we watched like the last few were horror, here's a little palette cleanse for non-horror fans. I don't know if there's gonna be a few people in chat. I don't know if you guys will be excited for this one, but I'm a Scott Pilgrim fan, so I'm really freaking excited for this one. It's not till 2026, but it's a new Scott Pilgrim game, and I'm definitely gonna get it.
In Toronto!
Yeah, I see comments, people are like Toronto with a question mark, and people are like, do you not know where it's from? Yeah, it's where it's set. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for the music. I think it's fine. We'll see.
Game music.
If you're watching this back,
normally
it might get
okay.
muted. Yeah, usually, but sometimes it gets me.
No.
I like beat 'em
No.
ups, and I like Scott Pilgrim. It's just the style. It's not
Wait, can we beat up Olivia Chow?
Olivia
She's the
Chow.
mayor of Toronto. Sorry.
Oh,
She's yeah.
I've got Scott Pilgrim back there. But yeah, no, it's
Extra
just the
Girl's
style.
coding
It's
her
always
own
been like
game.
this.
It's just her face and a baseball bat. It's very simple.
Bring it on. It's cute. Not my type of game, but I know a lot of people tend to like these types of games, especially because it's like kind of arcade style.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you have like your stick and the buttons.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all for it. I know usually I have a decent amount of people that are like Scott Pilgrim fans that watch. So because I have the original one that it's old. I forgot when it came out, probably like early 2000s, the game. Like someone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was playing it and people were like pumped for it. It's kind of the same style, but it's upgraded a little bit because obviously upgraded graphics. But yeah, I love beat 'em up style arcade games, and I really love Scott Pilgrim, so I'm excited for that. And what do we have here? I think this is the last one that we had. Yeah, let's get this one. Then we'll catch up with super chats, guys. She's Knives. That's right. Extra Girls
Knives
Knives
Chow. Wait.
from the movie. You want me to look her up and show you?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Olivia Chow still. Sorry.
Oh, no.
My bad. I got
She
so
thought of her name and
confused.
she like just started seething.
I don't know. My let me bring up some like clips of Olivia Chow, and then chat will understand.
We've now entered Extra Girl's personal vendetta.
It's
like this is her dying light.
Yeah. Well, I feel I need to take revenge on this. Fine.
Like she would be leading the zombie
Can I just
experimentation
show
lab.
you what our mayor? This is our mayor in Toronto.
Oh, okay. I think that says everything I need to know. Just that picture.
Yeah. I'm sorry, chat, for making you see this.
I think they're about to make a game, those people, about like stealing relics from people that own them.
Yeah. Olivia Chow would definitely be up for that.
Yeah. I'm a thief.
Yuck. All right. Last one here. What is this one? Oh, wait, hold on. Tab. I always go to entire screen because I used to not echo. So that's what I was always used to. Ill? I don't know what this
another
one
one.
is. You sent this one, yeah.
I'm curious about this game.
The logo makes it seem horror-ish, but I don't know if that's
Yes.
just their logo.
No, it is
It's
horror.
like-
It is horror.
Okay. Oh, yep.
I just think it's very well
Oh,
done
wow.
from what I can tell. Like,
Oh, if it's a first-person shooter. I don't want to see a zombie being born.
Yeah. No thanks.
yeah.
There's no shot.
It was a nice shot.
Yeah.
I definitely want to play this. It's on my wish list too.
I mean, I would have dodged that personally, but... Oh, what the hell?
Right though?
It's the Lizzo
Reminds me of
monster.
the Resident Evil monster that was like baby voice from the last game.
What is that?
Crazy.
That looked like a
crazy.
spider made out of human corpses or something.
Like a ball of humans with 8 legs.
Well, yeah, it had legs.
It's creepy.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Omega.
Ah, the baby!
Okay, I'm
I
buying
can't
it.
wait for
I want
Az
to kick
play
babies
that.
in the face.
I want Az to play that and get freaked out by the little babies. It's like, effing babies, what the
That had the same impact as when you're playing Left 4 Dead 2 and the clowns are coming at you and you can back them in the nose and it goes, oh. It was like every time.
Yeah. God, so many good games. I can't wait.
Yeah, it feels nice to be excited over just even one game, but there's, I'd say at
I
least like
know.
3 or 4 that look pretty promising.
And
Yeah.
weirdly, it was the horror ones that seem to look the best, and I think it's because
Yeah.
you can't really do an ideological horror game.
I
It's
would
just
say
you're trying to
Although
creep
it would
everybody
be
out.
satisfying if they could, because then if I get to shoot some
Oh yeah,
people.
like everyone coming at you is in a blue wig. It's like, no, you've triggered me. This is a microaggression.
Off the top of my head, I would say the top 3 that I'm excited for would be Sea of Remnants, the pirate one, Silent Hill F, and probably Resident Evil. I
I don't
think
remember the ones
that
we watched. I didn't know we were supposed to be making
Dying
a list and
Light.
ranking
you don't
them.
have to. I just felt like saying it. He's like, you're asking
Relooted.
too much now.
I can't remember what I've just watched.
Silent Hill F.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
yeah. That one actually is probably top for me. That one looks so good.
Yeah, Dying Light would be my favorite if it returns to more like it was in 1.
I've
rather
never
than
played
2.
those games.
Play 1 maybe. You might like it. It's good for streaming, I think.
I definitely play them from the start, yeah, because 1 teaches you a lot of the mechanics, which 2 kind of glosses over and assumes you already know.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I think my main issue with 1 was the parkour starts later, so you start with basic skills, and then you get more complex parkour skills later on, and that's when the game hits its peak, because now you're flowing over all the buildings a lot smoother.
Oh yeah, you're not like running out of like
Yeah, you're
where
missing,
you can't
like,
run
double
up a
jump
wall.
Yeah, and
double.
all the animations were slower and more clunky and stuff when you first start.
Did you see? Hold on, we'll end with this one. With Mark Hamill was asked what order you should watch the Star Wars movies. I don't care. Before,
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
Well, I don't know. To me, it sounds like I forget his name.
Harrison
Solo.
Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is famous for saying that line, and it just sounds like he's copying him.
Probably.
And I don't think it works with Harrison Ford because he just genuinely doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
Whereas Mark Hamill just comes across as an arsehole. It's like you're just not a nice person. It's like you don't care because you despise the people. He just doesn't like watch him in whatever order you want. I don't care about Star Wars.
Yeah, there's it's like The Long Walk, I think is what it's called, and I think it's based off of Stephen King novel. I just saw the trailer when I went to go see Ballerina. And it's like a horror movie where you have to keep walking, and then like the last person standing like wins, and if you even stop, you get killed. I don't think I'm gonna see it. It didn't really pull me in, but
that sounds
on top of it, but on top of it, they have Mark Hamill, and I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Oh yeah. The trailer I saw at Ballerina that I liked was I don't think it's been released outside the cinema, not that I've seen. 28 years later, there was a lot more of the actual movie in this trailer than we've seen before. And it was done to the same music as the first one, but way more than just a split-second glance at a person. I'm still wondering what on earth those skull totems are about. Because I don't know how... Because presumably they're made by actual humans, not zombies. And so I don't know how on earth you have humans living among zombies to the point where they can build, like, religious relics.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. One more thing. Did you guys see this? Bella Ramsey is being eyed for a big Marvel role. Who would you like to see them play in the MCU?
Is there, like, Captain Forehead Woman or something?
Captain Forehead Woman?
No.
That woman. Come on, it would be Captain Forehead them.
For them. Yeah,
you can't go
I don't
edge
know.
from being ugly just by calling yourself a them.
I don't know enough characters. Is there one that's like an alligator?
I mean, they can
There
make
is in
one.
DC. Killer
Oh
Croc
yeah,
in DC.
Killer Croc. Yeah.
I don't know.
She could be the Penguin.
It's also DC.
I know, but this is the thing. DC has funny-looking villains, whereas Marvel, they're like, oh, look, we've got these different identity groups. It's like, oh, great, cheers.
Squirrel Girl Mark, don't you come at Disproves people like that.
I don't think anyone knew who Squirrel Girl was until Marvel Rivals, and then they were like, okay, wish she should have her own movie.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird that like the way they drew her, and it was like I can't remember how it was, but they made her look like really like butchy, and it's like, can a squirrel girl be like cute?
Well,
That would make
in Marvel
sense.
Rivals, I think everyone just went thick. That was basically the response that I saw. She was the Mei from Overwatch reaction.
Yeah. Well,
because I mean, if you're an animal and have a tail, being like butchy is probably the least of the things to overcome.
I mean, yeah,
At least
but
she's always
like,
after your nuts. That's a positive.
Oh my gosh. Well,
sentences I didn't expect.
this Drew surprises us every week, so at this point, I'm not surprised by things that he says. But anyways, it's coming to that time. What? Let's make the announcement for next week, and then we'll get to like what everyone's got going on this week. So, as you guys, if you're like following me on X and everything, you know I'm going to be doing the King of the Couch event next week. But unfortunately, the time is going to be during Saucy, so we figured we'll keep it the same time, but it's gonna be on X-Ray's channel next week. Right? Sure. That's what we're gonna do, right? Because it's So, we'll make sure that the links are in for everyone so that you guys know. I'll put it in my community tab, and we'll have it on Twitter and everything, so that you guys, don't get confused. But yeah, so just for the one day, Saturday. So,
and I promise me and Disbrew won't get too drunk and regret too many things.
He's like, I'm not making any promises.
I might would.
I think this might be a show that's out of control, but
I'm not making promises. I don't know if I can.
We don't have Wicked to judge us and be like, oh no.
They're gonna go off the rails possibly,
and
but
rein us in. Yeah.
Well, I even know when I've gone too far because
it's up to you guys to watch them now. I'm counting on you.
I know, because what I know I've gone too far. I look at Wicked and she has this look, and we're like, okay, I'll reel it back.
No, for me, it's a specific time because I put so much into the bottle, and then at some point in the show, I'll be like, I'm having a good time. I'll put more in. And that's the moment where I know I've gone too far. It's like, oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. Disbrew next
we've
week.
gone past the cap here.
We'll look at. I saw an article about something called Ozempic dick. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, and also don't worry, I'm gonna catch up on Supers before we leave, guys. Don't worry. We still have time to catch up on. I just wanted to, like, before we got near the end.
Is it that fatty?
What?
We'll
I don't think there's that much.
Week. Don't worry.
He'll forget about it, and then it'll be a new topic in his head.
No, but that was my first thought. I'm like, you wouldn't think there was much weight to lose there. It was like.
Oh, I mean, well, you'll find out.
I knew that you lost bone density during that thing. I just didn't know it was that one in particular.
I don't know. I have no idea. But let's
get
back on the Supers here. We're
It took a while, but here we are.
Yeah, see, it's that look. It's that look. Just like, shut up, X-Ray girl.
The chat will keep you in check. I don't know about Mongoose, but the chat might a little bit.
No, he'll just record it. He doesn't want you to stop.
I'll be like, more.
He just wants to be there to make it evident.
More, please. Minor Zircon for 2. If you brought in an Asian woman, I'd have a Woody. Minor Zircon.
Okay.
Is that as in Toy Story? I'm hoping.
Yes, exactly. That's what he means. Seth says, hi.
We could go to infinity and beyond.
Essington, thank you for the 2. Carlos says, Austin Powers versus Johnny English.
Ooh, Austin Powers.
Johnny English can't be defeated because he accidentally wins and doesn't know how. Like his sheer amount of luck.
Powers, though.
No, because Austin Powers is still meant to be like a good spy, but Johnny English is a bad spy that is so lucky he just naturally fails into victory.
Wait. Johnny English versus John Wick. which Johnny would win.
I think Johnny English would slip over on a banana peel, his gun would fly over. It would be like Final Destination and he'd shoot John Wick in the face. Like his gun would bounce over things and he'd get heated up on the top of a hob and shoot him in the face.
Got it.
Andrew Matthews for £2. It's Silent Hills Fukushima.
Fukushima. It's an actual place.
It's
Is
a
it?
place,
Not a swear word.
I thought he was making it. Oh, wow. That's funny. That's so funny. I did not know that was a real place. Oh.
Oh my God. When you don't want to swear, you don't even want to say it.
It's like visiting Uranus. It's like, wait.
Justin Martin's for $5. What are your guys' favorite Asian horror movies?
Ooh, what's the one like Hunger Games again called? Shoot.
I have to say Train to Busan with that
Busan's good too.
that movie made me bawl my eyes out. That was such a good movie. I'm gonna go with that one.
Quarantine.
Battle Royale. Thanks, chat.
Admittedly, I like the remake more. I think I tried to watch the original and couldn't get back, but I wasn't used to watching foreign stuff, so I might go back and watch it. But the remake of Quarantine with the woman from I think she was in Dexter. Found footage movie, it's great.
Wrestling Mahir. I feel like I always say that wrong, but I might have gotten it kind of right that time. For $2, Silent Hill F for female. Well, that actually
It's the Japanese ones,
does
though.
Does it not?
It's like they have a very different view.
Oh. She'll be
She's like,
back. She got
look,
so she like froze for a second. Jason Webster with the Australian 5. Out of all the actors to have played James Bond, George Lazenby, is that how you pronounce it? Lazenby is the closest to being a real life Bond type as he served in the Australian Army SAS. Cool.
That was my favorite thing with what's his name? The guy in Lord of the Rings. He was asked at one point when he got stabbed and that they would like stabbed him back and they would tell him to act how he would like, oh, go and he's like, no, that's not how. Like, have you ever stabbed anyone in the back? He went, no. He went, no, I think it was, have you ever seen someone stabbed in the back? They went, no. He went, I have. And they went, okay, just do that then.
Okay.
And that's why he just kind of exhales when he gets stabbed in the back. That guy has an absolutely incredible life, and the more you find out about it, you're like, whoa, okay. It's amazing he exists. I think it was him that they said James Bond was based on. I'm pretty
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him.
Yeah.
Like his life that the books were based on.
That's insane.
He is a guy. It's the same with there's a big fat guy. He's got a really deep voice. He's in a lot of stuff. His life is incredible as well. Like he keeps trying to climb mountains. I think it was Mount Everest. About 3 times he tried to get to the top, and for various different reasons didn't make it. But one of them, he was almost at the top. He found a guy dying up there and just carried him back down rather than achieve his own record and stuff.
Oh, fun.
I can't remember his name.
It's gonna bug him. He'll figure it out. Russell Hall for 2.
Pat might
Looks
know.
good, but those tentacles are way too thick. Oh, from the
For
silent.
you, Russell.
Wasn't that Silent Hill? Oh, it was Silent Hill. Yeah.
Mhm.
Miners Zircon for 2. Russell, I disagree. They are just thick enough.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Carlos Lima for 2. Bella Ramsey has the face for MODOK.
MODOK.
Oh. I'm like, what does that mean?
It's
I still don't know.
the flying character with the huge
I'm annoyed
face.
that I've ever seen
Oh.
Modoc's arse. That's what I'm annoyed.
That's disturbing.
No one wanted to
Russell-
see that.
Russell Hall for 2. Johnny English versus Mr. Magoo.
Look, I'm gonna go Johnny English would beat them all because you can't beat luck. It's not even skill that makes him win. So everyone else is like, no, I trained for decades for this. He will slip up and beat you by failing.
I guess I'll go with Johnny English too then. He's making a strong case.
Yes. Like he will beat you by sheer incompetence.
Gary Thomas for 10. Thank you. Since you guys were talking about celebrity crushes last week, mine is Shohei Ohtani. Also, Disparu, Huck, Mary Kill, Grace, Kelly, Marilyn Monroe, or is it Sasa Gabor?
Why are we giving like Grace who? Randolph? Kelly?
Grace Kelly, I think, is what he
Oh yeah,
meant instead of.
Kelly.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Great. Like, you're giving me names when I keep telling everyone I don't know names, so I'm going to have to Google them all. Grace Kelly, I don't know who she is. I'm assuming we're talking about the actress. To Catch
Yeah.
a Thief. I need a picture of Marilyn Monroe. And I've never even heard of
Some of these names, me neither.
Zaza Taboo or
I've heard of
whatever it
Grace
is.
Kelly and Marilyn, but not Zaza Gabor. It sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not putting a face to it. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a picture of her when she's younger? Not
It's
really.
true.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some.
Marry Grace Kelly. That one's easy. Fuck Marilyn Monroe and Zaza Gabor. No.
no.
No. She comes last.
She doesn't make the cut.
No. And I think you knew that too because that's the order you wrote them in. So I think subconsciously.
It's not female, it's body type A.
Oh my God, Russell.
Well, that started with Elden Ring that I first noticed because that's when I started putting it in my videos and I get loads of comments like, "What do you mean body type A?"
It's in a
Probably
lot
the
of
biggest
games
game
now.
at the moment. Yeah.
Well, what do you guys have going on this week? X-ray.
Tomorrow, typical art in the morning, Sunday fun day in the afternoon, and Forbidden Frontier in the evening. And let's see, anything new? I want to finish Expedition 33, so hopefully I do that sometime next week. If not, it'll be Dune Awakening for all the other gaming.
I gotta start that, but since I have a busy week, I'm like, I want to wait till the busyness is over so I could actually like make sure I'm doing at least 1 or 2 streams a week to actually be able to enjoy it, not like play it and then take a 2-week break. I don't like doing that, especially with story-based games like
Straight
story-rich
through,
games.
yeah.
What about you, Disparu? What do you got coming out?
Sorry, I dropped
Loading.
what I was playing about with on my mouse, and it clicked Relooted trailer, and it started playing. It's like, where is this deep voice come from?
Can't escape it.
George R.R. Martin has started saying that really authors, they should respect other people's work. They shouldn't change them, and it's polar opposite to what he said before. So I want to do a video on that about how people only periodically care about the source material. And then after that, I don't know until Ironheart, which I'm really looking forward to. I think that's going to be more Disney magic.
It's going to be
Rachel Zegler once said.
Iconic. However
Iconic.
Iconic.
Look, I think it's going to be a Relooted tie-in. She's just another thieving scum who thinks she's better than she is and wants to take other people's work and claim it as her own for wealth.
Sounds about right. Mongo says I'll cry with Expedition 33, possibly. I don't know. We'll see.
You will.
Well, if I do, everyone will see it because Mongoose will clip it.
I want to play Atomfall because it's just an expansion I never played it the first time around. It's basically like a Fallout set in England.
Oh, interesting. And I have I'll be playing something tomorrow night. And I don't think this is starting this week, but I might as well announce it now for the Pirate Podcast. We're changing the day because Fridays just don't really work. It's still gonna be bi-weekly, but it's gonna be moved to Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I don't think we're starting it this week, but I just thought I'd, let you guys know about that. It's kind of all over the place. So Tuesday would be better. Like we won't miss any days. Friday's just not. It's kind of a hard day to get like everyone together on Friday nights. Tuesday's much better. So. Shane, thank you for the $2. Great stream. No shoulders though. This brew.
They're just covered.
They exist.
2 of them.
Yeah. So
double the fun.
Tomorrow gaming. Not sure what the game's gonna be. And Wicked's World on Thursday. So yeah. And then next week again, just so as a reminder that Saucy will be on X-Ray's channel, and it's only a one-time thing. Don't worry. I won't miss again. Just this event. It's King of the Couch. I'll talk about it more like during the week for anybody that might not be on Twitter.
King of the Casting Couch.
It's not. That.
See the casting live.
It's not going to be during Tuesday night's main event. It's specifically after. That's why we're starting around 8. But all right, guys, we will.
We're gonna call it the real Tuesday night's main event.
The Pirates main event.
Tuesday night's primary event.
Oh my god. Yes, please.
All right. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.